Looking for manga and anime collectibles? We have manga, toy, anime collectibles, complete collections, and so much more at Ultimate Comics.
Welcome to Ultimate Comics. We're the biggest shop in North Carolina, which makes us your pop culture destination. We have everything from Funko Pops to sideshow collectibles, Hot Toys, graphic novels and manga, a whole room dedicated to back issues filled with keys, and a giant wall filled with new comics. So come on down and see all your friends at your friendly neighborhood Ultimate Comics.
Flipping around.
We have 3 shows a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern on our Facebook page. We have key issues, sets, new books, hot variants, and I mean, we do special events all the time. We just had Tankers #1 signed by Rob Venditti available on the show, and we're actually getting those shipped out right now. We're a little bit behind schedule. Well, how are you coming along with that, Rob? You gotta get these out.
I'm going as fast as I can. He's doing covers now? What the fuck? I love it.
Hey kids, want to hear about the best comic book show on YouTube? It's What to Pick Up This Week, starring Harrison and Sienna from Ultimate Comics. Find out what books to grab each week, from the best stories to the hottest covers, and never be alone again.
What the first appearance this week? You were like,
Black Suit.
yeah. What? So what's coming out this week? Marvel Comics.
Marvel Comics.
Big new
Let's
release.
start. Yeah.
And they're also doing really cool 1 in 50 symbiote blanks.
flipping through it, and the art looks phenomenal.
Everyone's gonna be after this. I'm sure it's gonna be double, triple ratio.
So nice!
Yeah, that's him writing it. He had the obviously really long-running Flash Rebirth series. James Herring does the Ultra Mega cover, and Tilly Walden and Charlie Adler both do Walking Dead covers.
It captures everything that I love about Superman, like that wish fulfillment, that hopefulness. It's fantastic.
You want photos or you want to kill him?
I want a shot. Some people want that.
Little Francis Hugh does 1 in 25, and Pepe Larraz does that real sweet 1 in 50. So a lot of really.
You have options. Number 1.
Both covers.
Well, it's gonna
1
have
in
a lower.
25 and
It's
same
gonna have a lower print run.
to do a really beautiful 1 in 25.
No one's gonna want that, though.
No, J. Scott Campbell.
J. Scott Campbell?
Yeah.
Chewie is just like chucking Dingo.
A good horror book,
Yeah.
which this is horror as well, and has to do with the legend of the Bunny Mask.
To get a gorgeous Peach Momoko aforementioned Scarlet Witch cover. Joe Quesada and Jimmy Palmiotti. It is the Moon Knight exclusive by Joe Gisco.
Hey, please let us host the Eisners next year.
Rick and Morty comics. Like Die, like you.
1 in 50. Yes.
Oh,
yeah. That's a good. Now that's a look.
Now that's a look.
The ears.
That's a look. All right.
Alright. Like, comment, and subscribe.
We'll see you next week.
Just got
Mamo? Mamo?
Mamo.
Mamo?
Mamo.
Mamo?
Mamo.
Mamo?
Mamo.
Mamo?
Mamo. Mamo.
I wear my sunglasses anytime I
Boy.
Give him out the mind breaker!
Berserker, Boomer Studios.
Mr. Eyebrow, I smell your eyebrow. Mr. Eyebrow, wandering down the avenue, swinging a cane, feeling no pain. Mr. Eyebrow, I smell you.
slave. I'm Kid Country. Yeah.
We're live.
Hell yeah. All right, there we go. We're live. We're doing it. Hello. Hello, and welcome to the Ultimate Comics Thursday Night Live show. It is, of course, St. Patrick's Day, a special kind of Thursday, and we're doing it big. We got all sorts of green stuff. I mean, I'm just going to be hanging out doing various St. Patrick's Day related activities.
And selling books.
And selling some comic books. Yeah, exactly. We got Hacker Dan behind the keyboard doing all the stuff that he needs to be doing. So, yeah. There would be a Thursday Night Live show happening either way, but since this is literally a holiday, we got all sorts of special things. We got Green Lanterns, we got some Poison Ivy, we got good old-fashioned Irish Catholic boys. We really got the works. I also feel like I should say who I am at this point. That kind of makes sense. I am Victor Lewis, back at it again here on the live show, a face that you probably have not grown to know or love, but that's okay. We're 100% going to get there. I'm not worried about it.
James Howard said hi to you before you reintroduced yourself.
Ooh,
someone remembered.
There we go. Yeah, someone pays attention. Someone was here for the first appearance, cameo, all of it. This is issue number 2. Is
right.
What this is. Yeah. So I don't know. If James is in here saying stuff, there's always somebody who's just like, hey, we need some Victor backstory. This is your time. You can ask like one question. I'll answer like one or two.
Oh, shoot. Get some lore.
You can have some Victor lore. And while you think about that, I'm going to talk about some logistics, because if this is your first show, you need to fill out that claim form, which you can find a link to it in the video description, and it's also a pinned comment in that comment section. And if this is not your first show, it's probably still wise to check that form out and make sure all your stuff is up to date so we can get you the stuff. So yeah, also talking about that comment section, that's how we're claiming items on tonight's show. We have this lovely board in front of me, letters A through something. I do famously hate the alphabet. A through I. Letters A through I here on this board. You're going to claim items by saying the lot letter that it's on, plus something unique about what it's on. I mean, it's not only possible, it is likely that we will have multiples of things, especially on tonight's green-themed show. There's probably going to be more than one Green Lantern, more than one Daredevil. So say the thing and also a letter, so that we can get you what you're actually looking for. The first person to claim an item gets it, but keep in mind that your chat feed might look a little bit different than ours. We have like a definitive, like, I want to say synthesized chat. We're on top of it. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Whoever is first on our end is the person that gets it, and we will confirm. We will tell you the stuff that you got. We'll say who got it, so don't worry about it. With those items that you have claimed /1, you filled out the claim form. We know your name. We know where to ship your comics. So we need to talk about paying for those items. We send out one invoice for the whole week, right? I said Saturday last time, but it's not Saturday. It's Sunday.
You got it.
Yeah, we send out that weekly invoice for both Tuesday and Thursday on Sunday. And then we'll get those comics out on the road again once payment has been rendered. And since we're just flowing on, I feel like we're doing it. Comment sections. Fill out the form. Here's how you claim stuff. Let's talk about shipping. Shipping is flat rate, $8 for whatever. $8 is what it costs to get this stuff to your door within the continental United States. If you don't want to pay $8, if you don't want to wait that long, you can claim it at any of our in-person retail locations. Durham, Cary, Crabtree. Those are the ones. There's not extra secret Ultimate Comics locations that I don't know about. Yeah, those are the 3. Those are the ones. And layaway. Layaway is the other thing that I have to talk about. Yeah, because if something a little pricey pops up, we're happy to work with you in the form of our layaway program. No interest on it, just a 6-month payment plan that kicks off with a 10% non-refundable. I got to say that word. Non-refundable 10% deposit. And you can only have one item on layaway at a time, and you can pay off your layaway balance at any time. So if something pops up, like, I don't know, some of these preview books you might have seen if you've been checking your email, if something pops up that you really, really want, we'll work with you. You can pay that layaway off. We can put something else on it tonight if you want to snag it. I feel like that's all the intro stuff that we need. Is there anything I'm missing, Dan?
You want to get the...
Ooh, share prize. That's right. We have a share prize tonight. We've seen some shares already, but every share is eligible to win this beautiful little share prize right here. Guardians number 17, the 1 in 25 Stephanie Hans variant from 2015. So yeah, I don't know. I'm going to give you a second to share that. Were there any lore questions? I doubt it. I'm not that famous just yet. Still strictly a side character.
You got one.
Ooh, really?
James Howard asks, his question is, where can I find your jazz show?
Whoa, all right. Yo, I will go ahead and tell you. 97.9 FM is a place that I work. There you go. Little tiny piece of Victor Lore.
Drew, the Crabtree store is still open. It did move a couple doors down. It's just we don't send live show orders to the mall store.
All right, are we ready to get cooking?
Yeah.
Let's go. All right, I've already set a few things aside that I wanted to get popping on. It's not like a green cover, though. I'll tell you what, we're going to start with Catholics. We're going to start with Daredevil, famously Catholic. D for Daredevil? Yeah, D for Daredevil with the Scotty Young cover. And I feel like it's really, really cool. Why don't we put up a little mini set here with this origin of Green Lanterns, the first Arisa Rhodes, the first Necron that will eventually become the Black Lanterns. Let me see here. Yeah, this is Tales of the Green Lantern Corps. Let's be specific. Tales of the Green Lantern Corps 1 through 3. We're going to put this lot up here on A, kicking off the green type of thing here. Now, it was one of the preview books, but we don't have that up just yet. So we're going to put up the Marvel Milestones version of Banshee's first appearance here. Which X-Men issue is that? X-Men 28, a reprint of X-Men 28 with that distinctive silver border that lets you know that it's the Marvel Milestones reprint. Just $5, because you know that other one is coming up and it's not going to be quite as affordable as that. I'm going to keep filling things out with the Batman Chronicles third issue that just has a lot of green rogues gallery, just filling out some things at more affordable price points to start us out. Got some Riddler, Killer Croc, still green, still doing St. Patrick's Day things. I think this might be one of my favorite things that we're going to have here in the early game, here with Teen Titans issue number 6, the first Beast Boy in Teen Titans. Now, you might be wondering to yourself, why is that only $20? And it is because there is a tear on the back cover. So, yeah, just mind that. You'll know it from the price. If you want to know more about it, if you want me to show it to you, I can do that, I suppose. But we'll get there when we get there.
Still, first Beast Boy on Teen Titans.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Keeping up with the mini sets of things, we have Green Lantern issue 100, the A and B covers featuring Hal and Kyle Rayner at a cool and affordable $16 in near mint minus condition. I feel like I haven't been talking condition as much as I really need to be here.
James Howard is taking that Batman on C.
That Batman on C? All right. Well, as a reward for picking up something so affordable, why don't we go ahead and bust out the first of the big preview books of the night. Something that I was super juiced about, the 37th issue of Swamp Thing and the first appearance of none other than John Constantine, hanging out here in very fine condition. And what is this, $325? Yeah, big ticket item, big appearance. The stuff that you're really looking for here, honestly. Yeah. It's the kind of stuff that I'm looking for. I love me some Hellblazer. Love me some John Constantine.
What is on B?
What is on B? B is the Marvel Milestones reprint of the first appearance of Banshee in X-Men 28. So yeah, it's the silver bordered reprint of this. I feel like I can say it because it's in the preview books. I mean, yeah, I've already talked. We'll see more of that later, but yeah. it won't be that. It won't be that price. I like selling trade paperbacks, so I'm going to put up a pre-owned copy of the trade of Blackest Night up here at an affordable $10. Feel like Blackest Night is when I really started paying attention to Green Lantern.
Oh, all that Jeff Johns stuff. But,
oh yeah, man, it gets so crazy so fast. Yeah, like that's why I put it aside up here. I wanted to really parlay the appearances of Necron into Black Lantern type stuff. This is probably the most St. Patrick's Day thing I have, which is the Gold Key Walt Disney Presents The Fighting Prince of Donegal. This is the most St. Patrick's Day comic that I feel like I can possibly give to you at a cool $5. That's not occupied. Yeah, there we go.
William Foxworth is taking that Marvel Milestones on B.
On B, I do have more than one of them. So if someone else would like to pick that up, they are more than welcome to do so.
All right, so yeah, William, I got you for the first copy there.
now. Eye is still unoccupied. So I've got the Josh Middleton variant of Batman Rebirth, issue 26. I feel like I should take the sticker off. It's a Poison Ivy variant by Josh Middleton, just in case. Green, St. Patrick's Day. I'm really going to beat that into the ground. Have no fear. All right.
Gorgeous cover too.
It is. It's really, really nice. I like it a lot. All right. We got the first appearance of Necron. You should definitely stay. Constantine obviously needs to stay. For sure. Someone somewhere is going to be amped to see that. These A and B covers are neat. I don't know. I feel like the milestones is the thing that goes.
Yeah, you can always pull it back up.
Yeah, yeah. We can always see it again.
Yeah.
And we're going to replace it with my first big old set of the evening. I wish that the cover wasn't blank, but this is the Star Trek and Green Lantern crossover.
Oh, shoot.
The Spectrum War issues 1 through 6, where things get really crazy. Yeah. Larfleeze is here. We're doing Black Lantern stuff. And it's the J.J. Abrams Enterprise, which isn't quite as cool as the Next Generation Doctor Who crossover that happened. But it still entirely rules. It's a lot of fun. And if you want to read something neat at just $20, 6 issues, I mean, I don't do math, but that's a pretty affordable price per comic, I tell you what.
Eddie Page is taking that Batman on Eye, the Poison Ivy variant.
Cool. I have more than one of those.
Oh, sweet. What is on G? It's the trade paperback for Green Lantern's Blackest Night.
It is.
Which is a great story.
And it's just labeled as pre-owned. I didn't look at it too much, but the spine isn't broken at all, which means whoever pre-owned this book reads their books like I do, which is exactly how you want the person that owned a book before you to read it, very carefully.
Welcome to the show, Joe.
Welcome,
Happy
Joe.
Thursday.
Hello. Happy St. Patrick's Day. All right. I feel like the Fighting Prince Donegal was more for comedic value than anything else. If you're interested in the Fighting Prince Donegal Gold Key comic, I'm going to slowly put it in the box. I thought it was cool.
You want the most St. Patrick's Day book?
Yeah, hey.
What's the grade on Swamp Thing on C?
The grade on Swamp Thing on C is very fine. There is a little bit of wear on Swamp Thing.
We'll keep an eye out for Harley Quinn. So yeah, if you see any Harley Quinn in the boxes.
Oh yeah, I actually saw something not too long ago. In fact, I could go dig for it. H is open right now. Yeah, sure.
Seems a little perfect, actually.
Yeah, because we were talking about this before I came on, actually. So I've got a 1 in 25 variant of Dark Knights of Steel.
That's what I thought you were gonna pull.
Yeah,
So
the
good.
5th issue with the medieval Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn, which I do like it when Ivy talks trash. And I'm really liking this series as well. And her running into Wonder Woman, and just being like, "Yo, I could put mushrooms in your brain. Like,
That
you
was intense.
you better stop talking to me."
Would you do 10 on F? You have it at 16 for Rick Walker. It's that A and B set.
Would I do 10 and it's at 16? Tell you what, you got me at 13. Let's knock $3 off. If you want to go back with a counter offer, we'll see what happens. But 13 is where I'm sticking for now. You know what? 12.
Oh, 12.
Yeah, I'm negotiating with myself. I'm doing all the hard work.
All right, so yeah, Rick, let us know if 12 works for you. We both love that Dark Knights of Steel series.
It's really good. It's so much fun. I'm having a great time
Me
with it.
too. And he just every issue ends with some other blow your mind sort of moment.
Yeah, almost I don't want to compare it to Breaking Bad, but every episode of Breaking Bad ends with, "Oh man."
Would you do the first Beast Boy with the Teen Titans on E for 15? You have it at 20 for Sean Conley?
You know what, Sean? I would do it for 15. I feel like that's fair. It does have that tear on the back cover. I feel like you're going to give it some love. It's going to have a good home.
All right.
Well,
Weird ass, is that a mug of Guinness you're drinking?
it is. It is a mug that I left in the freezer as well. We're staying on theme.
Yeah.
Speaking of theme, that Scotty Young, I had a plan that when Scotty Young went, was going to like trigger a trap card, but because I want to go ahead and do it, I've got the complete Marvel Knights Kevin Smith run of Daredevil, issues 1 through 8.
That Guardian Angel.
Oh yeah. Which I really, really like this run on Daredevil.
Me too. It's a really solid run.
You know, it's fun reading. It's good Daredevil. It's good like Marvel New York City as well.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, you get John Katniss can take it.
Oh,
So
that's
he'll
great
find out.
because I have more than
Are
one.
you serious?
Yeah, I do.
What?
I love sets. I love giving people sets because I know they're gonna read it.
Me too.
And reading comics is one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah, I mean, you get Bullseye, you get Mysterio, you get it's so good.
All right. Let me do another quick appraisal. We still have the first Necron appearance, Star Trek Green Lantern crossover, first John Constantine, Scotty Young Daredevil, full Kevin Smith run, A and B covers that we have a deal out on, Blackest Night trade paperback, Dark Knights of Steel variant with Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn, and a Rebirth Poison Ivy variant. All right. I'll tell you what. I do love all of these, but I feel like the trade is the one that goes.
That's fair.
Down here on G.
And again, anything that's taken off the board will show back up during last looks.
It will indeed. Let me check in and see what our price distribution looks like.
What is on A? That's the first appearance of Necron.
It is. And it's 3 issues worth of Tales of the Green Lanterns as well. It's the first appearance of some other characters. Yeah. The first Arisia? I wish I was more acquainted with Green Lantern, to be perfectly honest. But Necron's the one that I care about.
If you guys are into horror, I mean, Necron is that sort of character for the DC universe. And then the Blackest Night's got all sorts of zombies.
Oh yeah, and things get so bad so quickly.
What grade is the Scotty Young on D?
Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the Scotty Young on D. Near mint for sure. This is a clean copy.
All right, so Seth, near mint for that Scotty on D. Would you do H and I together for 23? Actually, let me check because we already sold I, so it depends on the price of that variant now. Give me 1 second. I'll let you know.
Y'all are making me do all kinds of math. While Dan figures that out, we're going to put in the Uncanny X-Men 145 to 147. This is 3 issues. This is the Kidnapped Arc, parts 1 through 3. And it's in here because of the iconic Dr. Doom Storm cover. Go ahead and plop that down here on G.
Would you do the Scotty Young for 15? You have it at 28 for Seth.
15 is cutting a little close. 22, and it's yours.
All right, and then for that Dark Knights of Steel, we are definitely the lowest price. So yeah, we wouldn't be able to take an offer on that one.
Oh yeah, I checked that earlier because that price looked a little low to me because I've been trying to get variants for Dark Knights of Steel.
Yeah,
as well.
I think that's probably the it might even be the last Tuesday price, but
I mean, make no mistake, I am definitely here for love of the game, but that's a great price on that comic.
Yeah, H it is first print, but we can't take an offer on it because it's already by far the lowest price on eBay. No worries, Seth. That's fine. And you said how much for D?
What are we looking at on D?
Scotty?
22.
All right. So Seth passed, but Lionel will take that.
All right. Plan.
And Brian New will take the Dark Knights of Steel on H.
All right.
And Lionel, just make sure you fill out that claims form, the pinned comment, so we can get you invoiced for these books.
Yeah, man. All right, I'll tell you what. Why don't we fill things out with something a little more affordable before we start hitting high-ticket items hard again. We got this special Green Lantern cover, this 81 Green Lantern. His life will burn forever. The full in memoriam for $8 at a near mint minus. That's why that's priced relatively low. I'm kind of hoping somebody in the chat can tell me a little bit something about this. So this is the Incredible Hulk 400, which has this like crazy full holographic cover. Who is this person? Who is that? Because that is a crazy looking villain. And I would anticipate that he probably has some kind of like psychic powers. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this Incredible Hulk. But the 400th issue special has all sorts of holographics going on, and it's coming down at a clean $5. Keeping the price point a little lower before we really get popping again.
Can you say what is on G?
What is on G?
Yeah, X-Men.
Oh, yeah. G is 3 issues worth of classic X-Men, 145 to 147. It is the Kidnapped arc. Starring, of course, Dr. Doom. You can see him on the cover.
Apparently, it's the leader.
The leader.
That's got Steven and Matthew both telling us it's the leader.
I mean, what is the leader's power set? Is he like a Simon Says sort of thing? Like, what is he doing? Either way.
Would you do D for 6? You have it at 8 for Rick Walker.
I would do D at 6.
And then Rick, did you want to take the F for 12, or were you passing on that offer? He is Gamma Smart, the leader.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. It makes sense that Hulk takes on other gamma-powered people. All right.
Any more Scotties tonight?
I might have a Scotty or two. In the meantime, we've got the first part of the Power Rangers universe arc with this 1 in 50 negative space Red Ranger cover. That is pretty rad. I mean, it's the opposite of green on like the color spectrum. Just kind of feel like that might be a fun thing to do. And it's going to tee up another comic for us in a second. It's not Power Rangers, but also has to do with those 2 colors.
It's the other half of like Christmas.
Yeah. Surprise Christmas special. Gotcha.
That's right.
Alrighty. I'm shocked Constantine is still here, to be perfectly honest.
For real.
This.
And don't forget, we also have layaway.
We do.
If 325 is a bit steep for you. What is on E? It's the Kevin Smith set.
Oh yeah, that is the Kevin Smith run on Daredevil, issues 1 through 8. Is that 8? Yeah, it is. It is 8. And that is our last one. That is the last one of those.
It's a great set too. I just picked that up.
Which we're not taking offers because it's already been bought, right?
Correct.
Which is a little unfortunate. But hey, obviously it is worth the money.
C is the first appearance of Constantine.
It is in Swamp Thing, no less, in very fine condition. I feel like that's important to note.
Phantom Stranger, Moon Knight, or Carol Danvers. Moon Knight will definitely be showing up when we have that Moon Knight show.
Oh yeah, we are hoarding Moon Knight right now.
Would you do 3 for? Or sorry, I can't read. G for 30. You have it at 40. For John Katniss, it's that X-Men set.
The Kidnap 30.
Yes.
You know what? Yeah, I will. We love sets. We love sets around here.
We support reading.
We do. There's one thing we love. It's reading.
Rick said he was waiting for you to finish your self-negotiations. You were doing good going downwards for the Green Lantern.
For you! Let's do another set. Sets are fun. I like sets. We're going to do a set of Divinity, the 1 through 4 Divinity full set. Valiant Comics, near mint minus. When I read this comic, it completely fucked me up. I love Divinity a lot. If you don't own the individual comics, go on ahead. And Divinity only gets better. I love the second installment as well. Necron has been here for a hot minute. I'm kind of between Necron and the Green Lantern Star Trek crossover. I'm going to keep Necron. I mean, hey, it can stay here for a second. Well, we put this on earlier. Goodbye, Necron. Issues 1 through 3. Tales of the Green Lantern Corps. Rip. Disappearing into the box unless you have something to say about it. And in its place, why don't I put up this double exposure Hulk set, the Virgin and logo set. It comes sealed in a box. It's got 3D glasses. It's 2 comics worth of extremely limited cover. It's crazy. This is the like red and green I was trying to tee up. I mean, hell, dude.
Yeah.
It's got its own certificate of authenticity and stuff. I feel like I should hold up the box. If I don't hold up the box, I might be doing this a little bit of a disservice. Full on box. It comes in a box.
Let me put that 12 on there.
Now, I don't have any empty spaces at the moment, but I do need to find something else. How about we do something cool?
Jen says, with 3D glasses, what a deal.
I mean,
For
hey,
real, though.
unironically, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Who's coming down? Star Trek Green Lantern, you are coming down in favor of one of our preview books. It's got a whole lot of people talking. I don't know. I feel like we should pop off a little bit. It is the St. Patrick's Day special. We got so much good stuff. We got the first appearance of Banshee here in X-Men 28. It's in good/very good condition for $150. First Banshee appearance, hanging out on B for Banshee. Because he's like literally Irish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is on I? Is that Batman? What number is it? 26.
Ooh, you might have it. 26.
Yes.
Batman Rebirth 26. It is the Poison Ivy variant cover of that particular Batman.
Which is just such a good variant.
It is. It's an excellent variant.
Jen says, you could say that Star Trek Green Lantern set beams down.
Yo, it red-shirted its ass on out of here. Is what that Star Trek set did.
It's not prepared for that. James Howard says, Vic zips through these, love the energy.
I mean, yo, a man's got to do what a man's got to do. Now, folks have been asking about the Rebirth Poison Ivy, but I feel like there's a whole lot of asking and not a whole lot of buying. Go ahead and put that over here. And
What condition is the first Banshee, the X-Men on B?
good to very good condition, as labeled by none other than our own Jeremy Tarney. How you can know we can trust it. He's not even here. We just believe.
Brian Goodwin's going to take Power Rangers on D, and then can you show A up close?
I can show A up close. Keep in mind, this is the Virgin and Trade Dress set. So it will be both of them. This is the Virgin.
Yes, I love how you can see like his bone structure.
Right?
It's
It's
sick.
really highlighting the radiation aspect. All right. Let me take a look at our price distribution. You know I like to keep things a little fair. We're looking a little on the expensive side. Why don't we do something affordable? How about a Superman Wonder Woman 25 that is the coloring book variant, near mint down here for $5. I don't know. I would color it in. You don't have to, but like I would. And also to even out our prices, we'll do the first issue of Batman Eternal, near mint minus at a cool $6, kicking off a very convoluted but pretty good Batman story. I like it when all the residents of Gotham are all hanging out doing various stuff.
We got an offer for you.
Yeah.
The first Banshee on B, would you do 125? Give it 150.
Would I do 125? I can do 130 on that. That's what I can do. $5 more. $5 more and you take it home.
So 130?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Jen's going to take the Superman Wonder Woman coloring book on I.
Nice. That's very cool. I hope you enjoy it. You should color it. A and B Green Lantern coverings, Smith Daredevil, Divinity, Incredible Hulk with the dude that I don't know, the leader because he's gamma smart. go ahead and ditch that, and we'll put up.
Welcome, Bernard Chang, to the chat.
Welcome.
We unfortunately do not have any Monkey Prince #1s tonight, but everyone, check out our interview with Bernard Chang that was on our Harrison did on our YouTube channel, talking about Monkey Prince #1. It was an awesome interview.
Oh, I mean, if we're talking about animals, hey, it's an awkward segue, but I get in where I fit in. We got the first issue main cover of Animosity, which I just learned about the Aftershock press relatively recently. It's down here at $28, which, I mean, I'm not one to speculate. I don't like to play the market. Animosity is in talks to be optioned. I mean, I'm not pitching it to you. I'm just saying it's also an attractive premise where the apocalypse is every animal on Earth suddenly gaining not just sentience, but like human level intelligence, which is a huge problem for everybody. But at its core, it's almost like a Last of Us Joel and Ellie scenario where a bloodhound is taking care of a little girl. I don't know. It's sweet. It's like We 3, but less violent and Grant Morrison-y. Now, that's a bad thing. I love Grant Morrison.
Yeah. Danielson Sanchez says that's good for X-Men, the 130, so he'll be picking that up.
Yeah? Excellent. I would love to replace it with a much cheaper Banshee first appearance because this one has no back cover. Let me say that really clearly. This is $75 because there is no back cover, but it is still the first appearance of Banshee, still X-Men 28. We're going to put it right back on B for Banshee just because I'm tired of looking at it mostly.
Looks like the main series of Animosity has 28 issues. That is a large mug of Guinness.
It is. Tarney called it comedic. What he didn't know is I have this exact cup at home, and it's what I drink water from when I'm doing work upstairs on my computer.
Do you have any more of the Power Rangers negative variants?
I do have other Power Rangers variants, but I don't know about negatives. Let me take a look in just a second after I put up the trade paperback that Dan and I were talking about and laughing about, The Long Road to Liquor City. Is it insensitive? Yes. Am I still putting it up? Absolutely. The Long Road to Liquor City from Oni Press. You can look it up if you want. Apparently, Patton Oswalt really liked this book, which, I mean, hey, sure, that means it's funny. I'm down. I'm probably going to read it at some point. And I'm going to look for that Power Rangers while I let that sit.
Sweet. In the meantime, Mike Harrison's going to take Animosity on H.
Nice. Love to see it. Go ahead and get that off.
I think you still have the negative variant from earlier, too.
I might have just put it over with you.
No worries.
Here it is.
I lied. Sean Collins is going to take Liquor City on I.
The Long Road to Liquor City?
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah, brother. Love to see it. Love to see it. All right, well, that didn't give me near enough time to search for Power Rangers variants. So the only one that I have is from this French artist, Gerald Perel. It is, oh man, the 17th issue. The 17th issue of the Boom Studios Power Rangers. This is the variant cover of that, the 1 in 10. I'll look more for more Power Rangers variants, but this is the one I got for you right now, this moment.
All right. Any more Animosity?
No more Animosity. You'd be surprised how quickly things disappear when rumors about TV shows start getting circulated. Well, actually, you probably wouldn't be surprised, would you? Yeah. All right.
What is on G?
What is on G? G is a Valiant comic that I really, really like called Divinity. It is the full set. It is the 1 through 4. There have been Divinities parts 1, 2, and 3, but this is sort of Valiant's like universe breaker, like their Scarlet Witch sort of deal. It is a Russian cosmonaut who was sent to the far reaches of the universe at the height of the Cold War. He reached the edge of space and time itself and then was just like, oh, wait, I'm a god now, and then just came back to Earth and is a huge problem. But actually not that much of a problem because he just misses his family, and it's really nice. It's a nice and well-written comic. It was nominated for awards, but I don't know if it won.
Right. So I got a couple claims. Cody Blake's taking the Power Rangers on H.
All right.
Guy McLeod's taking Divinity on G.
Cool. Go ahead and move those out. Is it time to say goodbye to John Constantine?
You probably put up the Green Lanterns first and give a little bit longer on John Constantine.
I mean, which Green Lanterns? I can do your favorite.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, that's what I can do. I can hit this first appearance of Jessica Cruz here in Justice League Forever Evil. Issues 30 and 31. But yeah, I just learned about Jessica Cruz from Dan literally today. And gotta admit, she sounds pretty badass.
She's my favorite Lantern.
Yeah.
She's so cool. I absolutely recommend the Green Lantern's Rebirth run because you really see her from not being able to make a construct to training lanterns. It's just such a good arc. Would you do 65 on B? You have it at 75.
It's missing a back cover. Normally I would try and argue with you, but with things like this, it's normally folks who just like want it because they're about Banshee. So you got it. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
All right, so that's going to Joey Terrazas. And then, yes, the share prize is Guardians of the Galaxy number 17, 1 in 25 from the 2015 run.
All right, now I got some spaces to fill. So we're going to put this trade paperback of Mira, Queen of Atlantis. She's dressed in green. I feel like it makes sense. The Return of the Queen, etc., etc. Trade paperback hanging out here in near mint condition. A clean $10, just in case you want to do some reading. You know, somebody that likes Mira. I don't know. I'm not your supervisor. And yeah, I've got a Frank Show Red Sonja variant cover. A 1 in 7. This like Red Sonja sketch. Someone is into this. I'm not going to have to talk about this for very long. It's $4, so this is going to disappear. I'm just going to put it down there, and it'll leave soon. And in the meantime, let's do something really, really niche, because Garth Ennis, whose name you definitely know, he wrote The Boys and all that other shit, Preacher and whatnot. He wrote a World War II fighter pilot comic, Enemy Ace, War in Heaven. It is 2 issues. They are both thick issues. And if you don't buy this, I will, because Garth Ennis fighter pilot comic sold. That sounds so sick.
That does sound amazing. Sean Conley's taking that Red Sonja on H.
Told you it wouldn't last long. At $4 too? Man.
Yeah, really.
What a thing. All right, the first appearance of Jessica Cruz is what's on G. First appearance of Constantine still hanging out here on C. That Kevin Smith Daredevil, I don't know, that's been here for a hot minute. It is a lovely collection. I'll tell you what, I'll keep the Kevin Smith Daredevil set, and we're going to ditch the Hulk.
All right. We had a question. Do we have any Clayton Crane variants tonight?
Potentially. I'd need to go digging in the box.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the meantime, I got this Wolverine X-Men Deluxe, the 100th issue, $10, very fine. It's got this like holographic thing you can't see. I know that that's not a strong sales pitch. We were talking about how cool it was to see the Hulk's bones. This like holographically shows you Wolverine turning into like a skeleton.
That is cool.
It's pretty rad.
It's just got like a silver flubber vibe to it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and toss it up there just because it's super neat. Now I know I've got some open spaces still. Yeah, H is open. So why don't we put down the dude that wrote Fables wrote
Bernard
The
Shanks
Player.
got something really niche for us. A coupon for dinner for 2 with Tommy Lee Edwards at your local Olive Garden with no appetizers.
That sounds like a wonderful evening.
It does.
Anyway, the dude that wrote Fables, Bill Wellington. This is, oh man, what is the title? Proposition Player. It's about a professional poker player who unwittingly starts playing for his own immortal soul. It's not exactly St. Patrick's Day themed, but I don't know. I feel like it ties in a little bit with the more religious bit of St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
I mean, we are highlighting a lot of Daredevil simply because he is Catholic. Oh yeah, we can toss that up.
Let's see. Would you do A for 8? You have it at 10.
Would I do A for 8? Let's see what A is. I would do this for 8. I was tempted to be like $9, but also I don't want to be known as the guy that always edges you up $1. I want to be the guy that edges you up $2.
Would you do Swamp Thing on C for $250? You have it at $325 for Smiley Bob.
For $250 off of $325. I'll tell you what. $270. Not even $275. $270.
Shoot.
And you got a deal. That's where we're living today. You think on that, Smiley Bob, and I'm going to put up issues 1 through 5 of the Frank Miller and Romita Jr. Daredevil, The Man Without Fear. Full set, absolutely gorgeous. $36 near mint, hanging out here on A, because we love our good old Catholic boys. Now we got Frank Miller and Kevin Smith Daredevil. Hey, maybe if you wanted to make me an offer for both of these, I would consider it.
Would you do the Mara trade paperback for 8?
I would do it for 8.
All right. On B.
That's right. It is on B.
And then Joe Ridley's taking that Daredevil on A.
You got it.
And Bernard Chang says, "Wait, it's St. Patrick's Day today."
It is St. Patrick's Day.
Green comics.
Yeah, we got green comics. I'm wearing different shades of green. I mean, I'm like Mr. Earth Tones right now. Greens and browns as far as the eye can see. Which I don't hate. Honestly, I think this is kind of a look. I've been serving today. We're going to put up this Black Cat issue 2 variant, the Carnageized. Yeah, it's just Carnageized Black Cat for $8. My brain wanted to put in an extra R there.
I was here for it.
Carnageized.
So we already sold the Daredevil set on A, and then we can't take an offer on E because we've already sold one at that price.
We have indeed. But it's not like it's not worth the money.
It's a super good story.
Yeah. It's an easy thing to get people on Daredevil too, which is really fun and interesting.
Bernard says, "Why didn't you commit with green face paint?"
Because I have a regular job.
So my wife works in an elementary school, and she did commit with face paint.
All right, I think it might be time. How deep into the show are we? Like, what time is it?
It is 7:42.
It's 7:42. Okay,
Yes.
That's almost. I kind of want to do it at the end of the first hour. At the end of the first hour, let me know and we'll bust out something big. All right?
All right.
Yeah.
There are 8 issues in E. Would you do B for 5? You have it at 8.
I would do it for I said I didn't want to be this guy. 6. I'll do it for $6.
Ed Weird, let us know if 6 works for you.
Oh, and it's Ed. Hi, Ed.
Joey is taking the Daredevil on E.
Is he? Nice.
It's a great set.
It's wonderful.
It's definitely worth it.
All about it.
We'll go big. Just give us, 15 minutes. We gotta space these things out. We can't do it all at once.
I mean, I can put up something that's like kind of cool. We can put up this Amazing Fantasy 15, the first appearance of Amadeus Joe, A for Amadeus.
It's Justice League 30 and 31, so it's Jessica Cruz's first cameo and first full appearance.
That is correct. But yeah, first appearance of Amadeus Joe here in Amazing Fantasy in fine condition at a cool $250. Talk to me about it. We'll see what's happening. And I know that I've got some open spaces. I could put something niche up, but why don't we just do Suicide Squad instead? We got the 1 through 12 run of Suicide Squad at a cool $28. 12 issues worth of classic Suicide Squad before it became, the thing that is everywhere all the time forever.
All right. Mike Harrison is taking the Amazing Fantasy on A on layaway.
Done deal. Isn't it fun to know that that's not even necessarily the big thing? I think that's cool.
Any slabs tonight?
Yeah. What do you think's coming up at the top of the hour, man? That's why we're negotiating, me and Dan, about when it's happening. Well, now that A is empty, I can put up this thing that I was pitching Dan on before we got started. We're just like dredging up all the history. We've got The Goddamned Before the Flood. Now, this is by Jason Aaron, the dude who wrote like Scalped and Southern Bastards and stuff. And I love high concept comics or just stories in general. And the elevator pitch for this is that this is set roughly 1,000 years after mankind is exiled from the Garden of Eden in the earth that deserves to be destroyed by God's holy flood. Things are bad.
That's so cool, yeah.
Yo, and written by the Scalped guy. Oh no, like some stuff is gonna pop off. So if you want to check this out and maybe add it to a reading list, $4. $4 for The Goddamned Before the Flood, issue number 1.
All right, D is Batman Eternals number 1.
Yes, it is.
And then what is H?
What is H? H is a complete set, issues 1 through 6, of a comic written by the guy that wrote Fables, Mr. Willingham. It is called Proposition Player. It is about a poker player who unwittingly starts gambling with his own immortal soul.
All right.
Because Catholics.
Yeah. I think it's been a minute since we've heard anything, so I guess we'll pass that deal on B on to you. Who was it? I mean, it moved on me.
I mean, if someone is enthusiastic about the Carnage Black Cat, I'm of a mind to give it to them as a fellow man of culture myself.
Eddie Page.
Is Eddie taking it home?
Yep.
Yep.
That's $6.
Black Cat fans unite. Love me some Felicia Hardy.
Oh yeah. Bernard Jenks says face paint at the top of the hour.
If I had some face paint, I would do it. That's just kind of where we're living. Got the $100, got the Constantine, which, did we ever hear back about the Constantine offer?
We have not. So yeah, Smiley, let us know. It's still sitting at $270.
Yeah, it's still kind of hanging out. We're going to put a affordable Superman Action Comics number 1 up here for $4. And I'm going to trade out the Batman Eternal.
All right, Smiley's passing on Swamp Thing. So
what was my offer?
$270.
$270? I mean, that's a wonderful deal. I don't know if I want to put the new Post-it on it to fully advertise it. If you know, you know. Are you going to hand me a Post-it note?
Yeah, I'm going to do it anyway.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Tell you what, though. Doesn't look like anyone's claiming this. I will claim this one for myself.
Nice. Done.
Do you have the...
I will find it later.
Sweet. I'll put that on layaway.
In the meantime, I'm going to pull up this bastard samurai just because we got lots of foul language on the show here tonight. Issues 1 through 3, the full set in very fine condition. This is an Image comic that I actually read that was kind of an interesting thing. I was kind of sad that it ended as quickly as it did. It's a bunch of kid gladiators owned by the Yakuza, and one of them breaks free from that sphere of influence and tries to do right by the world around him. It's pretty rad. I like it. I'm sure that there's some connection that I need to know about St. Patrick's Day, since this is in like the thing. Yeah, Bloodlines, Deathstorm, the Demon Annual number 2, written by Garth Ennis. It is the first appearance of Hitman.
Oh, okay.
Which, I mean, that has something to do with St. Patrick's Day. It is in what was set aside for the holiday-specific stuff, but I don't know what it is. If someone knows the ties that might have, besides the green coat he's wearing, there's no way it's just that. There's no way it's just that.
All right. Ramon's claiming whatever it is you have on D.
Oh, hell yeah. The Bastard Samurai? Nice.
Oh, that sounds awesome. I missed it because I was multitasking.
That's entirely fair.
That sounds awesome.
It is very cool. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to put up another full set up here, 1 through 5 of Green Lantern Recharge. 5 issues worth of comics for just $10. Green Lantern Recharge. Keeping the green going. Doing the St. Patrick's Day style stuff.
Jen said that she thought your mug was fake until she saw the level going down.
Oh yeah, no, I would never have a fake mug. Who do you think I am?
And John Thurber's letting us know that Garth Innes is from Northern Ireland.
Okay. Nice. That's very cool. All right, something else to go, Dan. What do you think?
I think that Green Lantern.
Yeah, that's sort of what I was thinking as well. Which, that's fair. The A and B covers Hal and Kyle. That can go on out of here in favor of The Incredible Hulk, issue 116 in good condition at a very affordable $15. Last call for this Green Lantern A and B. I know it's been out there for a while, but I just feel compelled to say it. It's neat. I don't know.
Yeah.
Now let me go digging.
Would you do the Suicide Squad set you have on E for 20? You have it at 28.
I would do it for $22. Is what I would do.
22?
I did say 22.
All right, yeah, Eddie, just let us know if that works for you.
Yeah, rad. All right, Action Comics is getting pulled in favor of Daredevil Born Again. Frank Miller trade paperback, obviously out of print, hanging out here at a cool $35. There is a good amount of shelf wear on it. It is definitely pre-owned, but yeah, it's not like this is exactly easy to find, and it's a very user-friendly way to read some Frank Miller Daredevil. $35.
Ramon's taking players on H.
All right, solid.
Would you do Hulk on F for, I just lost my number, 12? You have it at 15 for Christopher Prevett.
For $12? You know, the cover price says 12 cents. So yes.
Like
yes, I
would. Would you, Eddie Page counters, you were 22 with 21. Now he's playing your game back.
He is totally. Hey, and out of respect, game recognized game.
All right, Eddie, what's going on with you?
That's hilarious.
What is on? Oh, we already sold it. Never mind. Yeah, we're good.
Well, now I've got some open slots on I and F. What time is it, Dan?
It is 8 till, so almost time.
All right, we'll put down the giant size 30th anniversary Spider-Man special from just the Spider-Man line. Green cover, $4. You know what it is. And shout out to Tarny. We're going to put up some Thing. Put up this Thing and Sandman Marvel Team Up issue 86 for just $4. Now, we've had sets, we've had trade paperbacks, but it's not often that we have a set of trade paperbacks.
Real quick, Philip's taking E. That's
Ooh.
Spider-Man.
Okay, done. Interrupting my pitch, but I'll allow it. Don't forget about this Green Lantern set for $10. Lord have mercy. Something set, something trade paperback, blah, blah, blah. Set of trade paperbacks. The trade paperbacks 1 through 3 of Gotham Academy. 3 trade paperbacks worth of stuff. I don't know. I didn't bother to count the pages, but it's a substantial amount of pages. If you're interested in city and kid-focused stories, boy, do I have that for you down here for just $25. Man, what is the cover price on each of these? Yeah, the cover price for each of these is $15. We're making deals. We're making deals by default. Love to see it. E is still empty. So, for sheer comedic value, I've got this DC Comics Presents number 23, where Dr. Fate has enslaved Superman to someone called the Buccaneer. It looks like Dr. Fate is using magic, Superman's weakness, to make him just like pull some oars, which I think is a very good use of Kryptonian strength.
Yeah.
Your rowboat is about to go unbelievably fast, Buccaneer. My man is taking off. All right.
How long do you want to get to where you're going?
Right?
For real. What is on D?
What is on D? D is Green Lantern Corps Recharge, issues 1 through 5, a full set in near mint condition for $10. That is what is on D.
I don't think we have any Commander Steel or Werewolf by Night at this point. We definitely have a lot of Werewolf by Night come like October during our Halloween show. Sean Conley is taking E.
Nice, great.
Super rowing.
The super rowing.
Why buy a motor when you can acquire super? I mean, for real.
Yo, ... question mark profit.
Yeah.
How that goes. All right. So we have the dude who wrote Scout writing about pre-Noah's Flood Earth. Frank Miller. That's so insane. It's so insane. This Frank Miller Daredevil trade paperback. The first appearance of John Constantine here in Swamp Thing, issue number 37. That's earlier than I thought. Green Lantern Corps Recharge full set issues 1 through 5. Innis Fighter Pilot comic Gotham Academy trade paperbacks 1 through 3. First appearance of Hitman. This The Thing and Sandman Marvel team up. And if anybody wants to get super weird with me personally, I have the first 3 issues of East of West, each one of which is signed by Jonathan Hickman, which is rad. So I'm just going to put this down here at a clean $60. The first 3 issues of East of West, all signed by Jonathan Hickman, which awesome. East of West fucking owns.
Yeah, we've definitely got some Guy Gardner in the box.
Oh, without a doubt. Guy is my favorite Green Lantern, fun fact.
And we got 2 more things from Bernard here. He says, why row a boat when you can fly?
Because you're bewitched to the Buccaneer.
Yeah, he's ready to get super weird. We got 4 minutes left till the top of the hour. Any Dead Man, Destroyer, Duck, or Journey into Mystery? We'll keep our eyes out.
No Dead Man, potentially Journey into Mystery. I will dig for it during the break whenever Dan lets me take one.
Oh, it's up to me.
Yeah.
You give me a lot of power.
Alrighty. The Thing Sandman crossover can probably go. And I will replace it with the 54th issue of Spawn with these glowing green hellfire eyes.
Necroplasm.
Oh, thank you for having like the name at the ready. Necroplasm. That's the most Todd McFarlane sounding stuff.
For real. Man, he just posted a video, I think yesterday for his birthday, where he's just like, I was born in 61, and I'm turning 61, and if you flip it this way, it's 61. It was weird.
Whatever, Todd.
Yeah, he somehow made it 666, though.
Of course he did. And that's why I was destined to write Spawn.
Is Spawn Irish?
Spawn, yeah.
You know what?
Yeah,
he could be.
He could be. Yo, he probably like served some time and assassinated some people over in Ireland before. Actually, that's really political. I should not have said that.
It's a title. Anyone can be a Spawn. What issue number is Spawn again? 54. I think. If I can read.
Yeah, yo. I think you might have got that from distance. 54.
Yes.
54 indeed. We're gonna take off this Noah's Ark thing. Right. It was fun to talk about. You should just Google The Goddamned by Jason Aaron is what you should do.
Harrison says that book's really good too.
Yeah, that's not surprising. It's
man,
like a culture
with the Spawn verse that they've been doing for the past like year and a half or so. I'm ready for an Irish Spawn. We're
gonna do the 6th issue of the 90s volume of Captain America, where we got this scroll cap cover, green, St. Patrick's Day, issue number 6. Hanging out at a clean $6. I feel like that makes a lot of sense to me personally.
Would you do the East of West signed set for 45? Give it at 60?
I would do it for 40. 45. 45 is what I would do it for. And I'll tell you why it's still such a drastic discount, because CGC will not legitimize that signature. It's the only reason that I'm allowing that kind of discount.
You say you do how much?
45.
Oh, okay. Well, that was his offer, so I guess he'll take it then.
Oh, I thought you said 40.
No.
And I was just like, yeah.
It was just a long-winded acceptance speech. I get it.
All right.
David Lee is going to take Cap on A.
Cool. I've got 2 free spaces.
and 1 minute.
And 1 minute? Okay. Well, since that cap just went, I've actually got a Captain America set with Deathlock, a 286 to 288 very fine set of 3 comics for a clean $20. This full Revolution 1993 arc with Cap and Deathlock. It's a wild ride. A for America. A for America. And because we love sets, because we were sort of talking about Valiant, I don't know what happened to Divinity. I might have put it away. I might have got it sold. I don't really remember. But I have this Marvel long shot here. I've always thought the long shot belongs in the Valiant universe instead of Marvel. He's just like the weirdest comic character to possibly have. But this is a 6-issue set in very fine near mint condition with the first appearance of a whole lot of people. The first long shot, the first Spiral, the first Ricochet Rita, the first Moho, the first Major Domo, and the first professional Art Adams work, according to Mr. Tarney, which is sort of cool. Not sort of. It is definitely cool. 6-issue set hanging out right down there. God, long shot is so weird. All right.
Dan Grant, it's the top of the hour. Time for high stuff. Big, not high.
All right. If it is the top of the hour, let's go ahead and pull down something cool.
Not that anything else is not cool.
Not that anything else is not cool. We are going to pull out this. It's going to replace the Frank Miller trade, I think. R.I.P. Frank Miller trade. We're going to have this CGC 9.8 of Green Lantern number 25. Oh, yeah, here we go. This is that first Larfleeze, that first, like, Atrocitus. Like, this is the introduction of a whole lot of the other Lantern Corps. We're going to plop this right down here. It is very awesome, and it is graded in a slab. All the hard work is done. All you got to do is pick it up.
Yeah, I love what Jeff Johns did to like the Green Lantern lore.
Oh yeah, the spectrum of lanterns is so tight. I'm a huge fan.
Same.
But yeah, this is where all of that starts here in this particular Green Lantern issue 25. Big stuff. We're doing big stuff.
We're doing big stuff here at the Ultimate Comics Live.
We are. We're doing big stuff here at the Ultimate Comics Live show.
Yeah. CBCS does have a signature authentication service. I could not speak. CGC is the one that you have to have witnessed.
Yeah.
I can't word right now.
Hey, that's fine.
But I made it.
All right. We've had it up for forever. I was tempted to take Hitman down, but it's going to be the Constantine. It's going to be Swamp Thing. I cannot believe this is still here.
Can you take the slab out of the bag? Can you get a second?
Oh, for sure. What, is it not showing up on camera properly?
Yeah, it's basically just glare.
Oh, that's fine. There. I will even hold it up.
Ah, beautiful.
Hopefully that's a little bit more visible. Hopefully you know the stakes of what is happening.
That's Sinestro, you got the anti-monitor up there.
Yeah, yo, and I was thinking about Sinestro, and I figured that we should probably put up this Booster Gold number 2 Art Adams 1 in 25 variant. You know, more green, more gold, more Sinestro, side by side. I feel like that kind of works. Yeah. NS Fighter Pilot, Hitman, Spawn, long shots. Let's see. Tell you what.
Unfortunately, we can't take the comic out of the slab as well.
We cannot do that.
It might be a little bit problematic.
I mean, like, I could.
Yeah,
I shouldn't.
I don't know that Tarney would let us continue.
The Garth Ennis Fighter Pilot book is going away and it's getting replaced with the Spider-Man Mononym issue 13. This is $20 near mint minus condition. Subsidy features Morbius. Just in case that's the sort of thing that interests you. I'm actually going to set this. Just going to put that over there. The Chad's loss is my gain. I tell you what, you will not be seeing the Fighter Pilots for last long.
What is the grade on long shot on E?
We will take a look. So since it's a multi-issue set, they are very fine to near mint throughout the 6-issue limited series. I can hold it up a little bit closer just so you can get a better look at it. So that's our first issue. You can see there's not really any really visible damage to anything. No major defects is what I'm trying to say. Very fine to near mint, just to reiterate the actual like letters and stuff.
James Howard is saying he's got a Harley Quinn number 5 that is double signed and sealed with the certificate that he wants to get slabbed. That's cool.
That is very cool.
Yeah, I've got a couple books that I'm contemplating sending it as well. No visible damage, just emotional damage.
Right.
Would you do? Sorry,
No. Go
got
on.
an offer for you, real quick. Would you do 75 on long shot? You have it at 115 for Christopher Prevett.
75?
Yes, sir.
No, I would do it for 88. This baby hits 88 miles per hour. We're going to see some serious long shot. That's still a pretty decent offer, though.
All right, yeah. Let us know if 88 works for you. No, at least no TMNT slabs tonight. I believe we got a TMNT show coming up, though.
We do. I had slabs taken away from me, but I'll tell you what, I do have some TMNT coming your way. I mean, if you're interested right now, we can maybe talk about it, but you're really going to have to make it worth my while.
I got a couple more questions for you. What is on G, and then a grade on I? Give you a chance.
G is the first appearance of Hitman, and a grade on I.
Yes.
Near mint minus. And yeah, just to further clarify, the first appearance of Hitman here in DC Comics, the Demon Annual Bloodlines #2, subtitled Death Storm, written by Garth Ennis. But yeah, the first appearance of Hitman is what that is. That is the important bit that you need.
All right. Christopher Prevett says that works for the long shot on E.
Okay.
And then what was the grade? Do you remember the grade on the first Constantine from earlier?
What? Someone's interested in the Constantine now? Well, it's still here.
It's still available.
And it's in very fine condition. That's why it's so cheap. Don't you go breaking my heart. It is still $270. I'm not going to go back on that. I'm not going to do you wrong. What I am going to do is put up this first appearance of Leapfrog in Daredevil Comics with issue 25 in fine to very fine condition.
Would you do 15 on I for actually, George came in and is grabbing the ASM at full price.
Swoop. I mean, hey, that Morbius love is real.
Oh, yeah.
If you had told me when I was like 18 years old that one day Morbius would be getting his own solo movie, I would have laughed in your face. But here we are.
Constantly getting pushed back.
Constantly getting pushed back. Which is kind of funny, honestly. All right. This is pretty neat. Yeah, I've got a Detective Comics number 600 here with just a absolutely striking cover. Very fine to near mint condition. Hanging out here for just $4. Gonna let that hang out. And let's see, what else have we got popping? I'll tell you what. Since the Gotham Academy trade paperback set didn't fire off, I will up the ante with a 4-issue trade paperback set of DC Comics Bombshells. 4 trade paperbacks of DC Comics Bombshells. This is a whole lot of reading. Goodness gracious, $60.
James Howard taking that Detective on I.
Okay.
What is the grade on the Daredevil on E?
Let's have a look. Daredevil on E, the first appearance of Leapfrog. Issue 25. Fine. Fine to very fine. Very fine to fine. Fine, very fine. Eyes unoccupied, so we got to find something for that. We're going to put up Unbelievable Strange Adventures number 204 with the Crazy Quilt Man for $6. Very good condition. I feel like this is sort of more of like a Ragman precursor slash ripoff than anything else. I don't know what's going on here. That's probably why it's $6. And Ragman is kind of dope, honestly.
We just sold a set of Ragman on Tuesday. Would you do Daredevil on E for 33 for Willie T?
For 33?
Yes.
Yeah, I would. I have to think about it, but I'll give it to you. Daredevil.
Banshee has gone up already, but I believe we still have some of the Marvel Milestones reprints.
We do. We actually have another Marvel Milestone reprint. Let me check the price on that real fast.
All right. While you're doing that, I'll show the covers on the set on H real quick.
Oh, yeah, please.
Yeah, sticking it on.
Yeah, the Marvel Milestone first appearance of Banshee would be $5.
Volume 1.
Oh, Bombshells.
2. Yeah.
Nice.
Which might have sold. No one's at the computer now since I'm showing this.
There's no one steering the ship.
I get to play the backtrack game.
A classic game. In the meantime, don't forget about this slab hanging out here. This 9.8 Green Lantern 25. First appearance of Larfleeze, first appearance of Atrocitus, first appearance of a whole lot of Spectrum Lantern nonsense, all brought to you.
Would you do
Mr.
that book in your
Jones.
hand for $275? Give it $290?
I don't know if I'm allowed to do deals on slabs. I truly don't. I'll tell you what, whether I'm allowed or not, it's at $290. I'll knock $10 off. I feel like no one can be mad at $10. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, how much can I recoup on my
Yeah.
end?
Like, if I'm out somewhere and a sandwich is $10, I'm just okay. Then I won't think about it again. So $10. $10 off. This is now $280.
Can you show it up close?
The slab?
Yeah, real quick.
I mean, the CGC is already.
I know.
They looked at it very close.
All right, Joey Terrazas is going to take it for $280.
That's crazy. I have more than one. Wow, look at that. Wow. Oh, trap card, and now they're on sale. Would you write me up a post-it note, please, Hacker Dan?
Sure thing. Oh, I can write. That's mostly a 0.
I'll come back and
a
get
little
it.
bit, but
Hey, that's fine.
it'll work.
We're out here living. We're going to pretend this is what it was all along. Nobody tell anybody.
That being said, though, if anybody wants to take it on layaway, we do still have to do it the full price of $290.
Ooh. So now there's like incentive. I like that. That's very fun. All right. I came back here looking for something specific. Someone was wanting Clayton Crane stuff, right?
Yes. Now we've got requests for Neil Adam covers as well.
I mean, yeah, everybody loves Neil Adams.
Yeah, for real. Oh, we've got Jen pitching Bombshells. Do you like one move DC?
Heck yeah.
Want to read fun stories a la 1940s? Pick up Bombshells. I like it. Solid pitch.
Oh, heck yeah, dude. This rules. The Adventures of Superman, issue 424. for $6, where Superman is doing the full Frank Miller Dark Knight Returns bald eagle landing on his arm. Woo! There we go. That is a banger cover. It feels wrong to cover up the bald eagle. I need to make sure that's highlighted. Going down here on E for Eagle. Did not even plan that. It just worked out that way.
The precursor to Eagly. C has been claimed by Suresh. There's...
I have more than one of those, so we can hang around for a second.
Shoot, sweet.
It's a great companion piece to the slab. I like it.
Oh, yeah. There's definitely some other Swamp Things in the box.
Oh, there's definitely some other Swamp Things in the box. Which, whatever happened to the person asking about the Constantine or the Banshee Milestone? Both of those things are still in play if you deign to ask about them. In the meantime, we got this Captain America Deathlock. It's obviously CGC slab, this Booster Gold Sinestro cover, this 1-5 set of Green Lantern Corps Recharge, this fucking Quilt Man, Bombshells that Jen is telling you how good it is, so you know it's good. First appearance of Hitman. Spawn has been here for a hot minute. Superman just got here. I feel like Spawn needs to get replaced with something.
Surprised Spawn's still sitting there.
Honestly, so am I. So let's replace it with this Avengers 7 of 9, a Children's Crusade, Doctor Doom and Scarlet Witch cover. Striking, beautiful, $25. And since I'm sort of refreshing now...
Spawn was it 54? I'll double check.
54, yes.
Spawn was issue 54.
Hitman has not gone anywhere, so let's replace it with a similarly priced item. We're going to put down this Batman issue 609 with that iconic Catwoman Poison Ivy cover, but it's not just the cover you're looking for. You're looking because that is the first appearance of Hush.
Shoot.
Yeah, that's right.
The Hush.
I had to argue to get that one up tonight. I'm very excited about it.
That's a character that I wouldn't be surprised if they put. I mean, he fit in really well with the new Batman movie.
Oh, totally, man.
For sure.
Absolutely.
John Katniss is going to take that Spawn 54.
Okay. I can retrieve that from the depths.
What Superman is on E?
The Adventures of Superman issue 424. The premiere issue, The Adventures Begin by Marv Wolfman. E for Eagle, because he's got an eagle on his arm.
I got a couple offers.
Oh, okay. What we got?
Would you do E for 4? You have it at 6. That Superman you were just...
Sure. Done.
Would you do 42 for the Demon Annual that you took down? I don't remember what it was at right now.
The first appearance of Hitman?
I believe so, yeah.
42? Yes. Yeah, I would. I would do 42.
All right. And what is on G?
G is the first appearance of Hush. G is Batman 609. Almost a Gotham City Sirens precursor, if I'm not mistaken, but it's the first appearance of Hush that you really care about.
Plus just an awesome, like, Jim Lee, Batman, Poison Ivy.
Oh, yeah.
In addition to the important information.
Tell you what. I'm going to replace the Sinestro stuff with something really, really cool. We're going to do The Man Without Fear, Daredevil, issue 43, featuring Daredevil versus Captain America. That art might look familiar. It's because this is a fucking Jack Kirby cover.
Oh, shoot.
Boom.
What is the condition of G? The first Hush?
The condition of G is near mint. They are very nice books that were being pulled while we were prepping for the Batman show, and I tossed a couple aside because Poison Ivy, St. Patrick's Day.
Would you do 50 for it? You have it at 60? Asks James Howard.
This book is super hot, man. It's in good condition.
It just exploded like recently.
Yeah,
too.
it went up recently. It's at 60. Your offer is 50. Let's split the difference and favor you. Give me 53. 53 and it's yours.
All right, James, let us know if 53 works.
Right. I'm going to put up this first issue of Batwoman down here. It is the number one. You'll notice that it's $8. It's $8 because there is a small little fold on the back. That's why that is so affordable.
All right, so we got a couple offers. Well, one offer and then a request. So James Howard has accepted your counter of 53, but he requests that you use your smooth jazz radio voice to introduce the next comic.
All right.
And then Smiley Bob's asking if you will take the first Constantine down to 260. You took it to 270 earlier.
Sure.
All right.
I can do that. Also, we have more than one of Rush. Ha Surprise!
All right. So George Theophanopoulos will take one as well for the Hush.
I'd love to see it. Oh, wonderful. I just love that depiction of Poison Ivy a great deal. I like it when she's more plant than person.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, super rad. All right. Well, what time is it, Dan?
It is 8:21.
8:21. All right. Somebody was asking. I figure that I should probably go ahead and do this. Just to keep up the pace. You know what else is green?
What? What else is green?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're right here. Kevin Eastman's Turtles. Their first appearance in color. First color appearances. First appearances. A whole bunch of Ninja Turtle characters. The first Shredder. The first Splinter. The first Donatello, Michelangelo, Leonardo, and Raphael. That's great that you want one. I'm very excited because I have more than one of those.
What?
I have more than one of those. And I would love to sell them to you today, right now, because frankly, $100 is a fucking insane price.
For real.
For real. Take this home, get it slabbed, pass it down to your children. Speaking of slabs, we've still got this Green Lantern slab hanging out up here for the discounted price of $280. Just saying, it's vibing, it's doing its thing.
What is the grade on C and the grade on G?
The grade on C is fine. The grade on G is... I mean, there's a reason I was being so dramatic about this. This is a near mint comic book.
And what print is that?
I mean, this is the first color print.
Okay.
Yeah.
So far we've got one for Dan Grant. Anyone else looking to pick up a TMNT number one?
While we talk about that, I've got this Brian Azaretto lot here. What is the name of this? Johnny Double, with the subtitle Born to Trouble. Johnny Double, Born to Trouble, from Vertigo Comics. A 4-issue series. It's like a 60s heist caper sort of thing. It's set in the 90s, though. It just maintains a lot of those noir elements. We're going to swap it out for this set here on D, this Green Lantern Recharge, just because it's been sitting for a while. So I figured it was just about time for that to move on.
All right. Mercario's going to take a TMNT on G.
Good. There's still more.
James Howard's going to take one on Layaway.
Yeah. There's still more.
Seriously?
Yeah. You think I was playing? I wasn't allowed to have the turtle slabs, so I'm allowed to have this. Beautiful near mint turtle color comics. Honestly wasted by sticking to the original Everybody is Red thing, to be perfectly honest. I wanted to swap some things out. I'm going to do this, Lord, Tales of the Unexpected, issue 94, where we are making way for the Monster Mayor. I'm going to swap out for this Quilt Man just because of just like putting weird stuff on similar weird stuff slots. All right, let's see what we're working with. I'm sure there's some things that need to be swapped out.
Would you do E for 5? You have it at 8.
I would. I would do E for 5. That makes sense to me.
James asks, how many turtles do you have? Just keep claiming.
Yeah.
Well, you'll find out.
You'll find out in short order. Why don't we get something a little older? Well, someone was asking about Dead Man. It's not like Dead Man centric, but Action Comics Weekly number 642 features Dead Man here on the cover, along with Clark and old school Nightwing trying to figure out what's going to happen if Hal Jordan dies for just a clean $8. Hanging out here on E for Emerald Green something. I don't know. We'll work it out. And
Derek asks, what is the significance of F? It's the Avengers the Children's Crusade?
yeah, it's just a sought after cover. And also Children's Crusade is a very notable arc for other reasons. But yeah, it's the Doom Scarlet Witch thing that people really like.
Would you do I for 2? You have it at 4 for Ed Weird.
yeah, I would. Old Monster Mayor.
All right.
I'm going to swap that out for this Mighty Thor issue 300, the first appearance of the Council of Godheads, and featuring the origin of Odin. An I. And
what is the grade on F?
the grade on F is near mint for sure. It's a recent comic book. It's in good shape. Near mint.
Is G the TMNT color special from 2009?
Yes, it is. Something is getting replaced. I'm sorry, Jen. It's probably Bombshells.
No.
Yeah, that's probably how it's got to be. We're going to swap it out for the 1 in 25 Deathstroke Inc. cover featuring Black Canary and Deathstroke. Deathstroke Inc. number 6, 1 in 25 variant. Words. Started to get infected with that can't speak disease as well.
Would you do E for 5? You have it at 8 for John Penta.
What is on E?
The Action Comics will be the next Green Lantern.
Yeah, sure. I'm cool with that. It's a reasonable offer.
Yeah. Jen says, no, I'm offended.
I mean, I apologize while I did it.
It hurts all of us.
I mean, if it matters, I like Bombshells. Oh man, this is crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah, this comic is literally just called Ghosts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Ghosts issue 19. We challenge you to read true tales of the weird and supernatural, the body and mystic lake. That is
You're into some spooky stuff.
All right.
What is on I? What Thor is that?
That is the 300th issue of Thor, the first appearance of the Council of Godheads and the explanation of Odin's origin. The 300th issue of Thor is what that is. Is that Jack Kirby, Daredevil? Wow, it's crazy that C is still here.
Yeah. Again, we have a layaway program, or feel free to make an offer.
I mean, and I have something planned to replace it that is even cooler. Another prize fight. You might be expecting it if you're in the know. I don't know. Oh my.
Would you do Ghosts for 2 for James Howard? You have it at 4 on E.
I would do Ghost for 2, and I'll replace it with another Ghost. Ghost issue 23 for $5. What's happening in Ghost issue 3? The most haunted house in England. Spectral adventure. Jinx that rode the skies. We got these like red coat skeletons. Yeah, we're gonna just put more Ghosts down. Ghost is what I do now.
Ghost is my thing now.
Ghost is my thing now.
St. Patrick's Day. Ghosts.
Ghosts. All right, something's coming down. It's probably the Deathlock. The Deathlock probably needs to go.
And we're caught up on that break as well. If you
Nice.
want to kind of prep for that.
Cool. We're going to keep the A going. A for Action Comics. This is the first vintage comic that I ever bought, which is very cool. Action Comics issue 454 with the lovely cover of Superman eating burgers because his metabolism has been accelerated. And if he doesn't eat a truckload of food, he will die. I love this cover. I love this comic. I'm putting it here for $10. I talked for a while. Action Comics issue 454. More burgers. Chomp, 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 chomp.
That's amazing.
Woo! Doing all sorts of stuff. Get that last issue of Deathlock taken out.
Got a couple offers for you. Did you do E for 3 for Edward? The Ghosts, you have it at 5.
Oh, yeah. Done.
Right. And would you do F for 15? You have it at 25 for Derek.
I would do it for $20.
All right, Derek, let us know if 20 works for you. Is there any Green Arrow in the boxes?
There's a little bit of Green Arrow hanging out. I will dig for a little bit of Arrow during the break, which is coming up, apparently.
Yeah. Do you want to fill the board, or how do you want me to do this for you?
How much time do we have?
-1 minute if you want to do it like by the clock.
Oh,
It doesn't
okay.
matter.
Well, then fine. Let's go ahead and take that break, and we'll come back in a bit. And yeah, think long and hard about this slab because I'm gonna leave it up for a minute after the break, and then we're gonna move it on along.
All right, so yeah, we'll see you guys in another minute or so.
And the new Ultimate Comics.
At the new Ultimate Comics in Crabtree Valley Mall, we've got comics, toys, collectibles, and gnarly manga.
At Ultimate Comics at the Crabtree Valley Mall, you can come get your Polaroid taken with Alf.
Waka waka.
With so much to see and so much to do at Ultimate Comics in Crabtree Valley Mall, you'll want to bring the whole family. It's the grand opening Friday, November 5th.
You've got a right feeling about this.
Well, hello there. I'm Will, the official chaplain of Ultimate Comics, and you may be asking, why does Will shop at Ultimate Comics? I'm glad you asked. Well, it was a few years back when I was looking for a new comic store back in the before times, and I was looking for a new comic store. I needed a place where I was going to get my weekly comics and be able to have a place in a community where I process all these stories that mean so much to me. Stumbled upon Ultimate Comics, browsed around, left, a few weeks went by, came back, and guess what? Alan remembered my name. He said, "Hey Will, what are you looking for today?" And I thought, not only is this an awesome store to get my weekly comics, not only is this an awesome store where I can process these stories that mean so much to me, they also remembered my name. And that's the community I want to be a part of.
And we're back. We're live.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back to the thing. So like I said, we're going to have some stark changes happening here. The slab has been up long enough. I hope you thought about it over the break, because otherwise we're going to go ahead and retire this old boy right here.
Derek passed on your counter for Avengers, so that's open now. Go ahead and give you this cap that was chilling.
Oh, nice. I appreciate that.
Do you have one more G I can grab as well while I'm up here? Or is
One
that the
more
last?
G.
The turtles.
Ooh, yes, I do. Did someone claim one?
No, I just was missing one from earlier.
Oh, fair. In that case, this means that the Ninja Turtles that is up here is our last one. We sold a whole bunch of them, and now we are down to the last one. You're not going to see turtles like this until we start hitting special stuff. So I took that slab down. We're going to replace it. I feel like I want to do this. This SpongeBob Comics number 6, $20 for a very fine copy.
Yes.
But this insane Moby Dick like painting woodcut. Oh my lord, it is so cool looking.
Yeah.
And it's hard to make SpongeBob look cool. B for Bob, B for SpongeBob. The Cheeseburger Action Comics is staying. Want to keep the cartoon vibe going with Bart Simpson 63. Little slugger down here for $10. Pop that on E. We're changing a lot of things up.
How many issues were in that Cap Deathlock set that you had up before the break?
I would have to dig 6, 7, 8, 3.
3 issues. Yeah, it is a 3-issue set for you.
It is. It is a 3-issue set, $20.
Michelle Southers is going to take that final TMNT on layaway and pay off her current one.
Yeah, congratulations to the proud owner of a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I got a couple more here. Ramon is taking Bart Simpson on E.
Okay.
And what is on H that I can at least type that out?
H is the Deathstroke Incorporated number 6, the 1 in 25 Deathstroke and Black Canary cover. It's super realistic. It's really cool looking. I'm sure it's by an artist that I know. I just was so foolish as to not put it on a post-it note for myself. That's how it be.
The TMNT show, is that next week? I can't remember off the top of my head.
I mean, I'm not going to
that's valid.
Dip into that. Yeah. We're going to place down here with G with a what if Legion had killed Magneto for $8. I'm going to replace the Captain America with something much more affordable since that's been hanging out. The Marvel Comics 1998 annual. I really like the yearly annual stuff starring Silver Surfer and Thor, $10. We're sort of flushing the bigger ticket things so we can move things on along. Folks have been asking about that. Tell you what. I'll do another what if. What if the Age of Apocalypse had not ended? $6. Galactus featured a whole lot of Marvel Comics chaos. I kind of like that set, honestly. Let's see. Well, the Doctor Doom Children's Crusade just got knocked down in price.
Yeah.
SpongeBob is solid. Pretty excited about it. I'll tell you what, we can swap the Thor out since there's Thor elsewhere with this Wolverine issue 154. Very fine, near mint condition. The first appearance of Scourge. However, I'm supposed to be saying that. I'm sure someone will tell me eventually. And another Wolverine, because the people love Wolverine, issue 155 with this Deadpool cover from when Deadpool was not a joke.
When you get a second, can you see if that Deathlock set was newsstand or direct?
Sure.
And then F, we had graded at near mint.
The Deathlock set is newsstand.
All right, Rick, so it is newsstand for that set.
All right, I'm going to let these more affordable and fun options ruminate for a second.
And then what is on I? The Wolverine.
What is on I? Yeah, this is Wolverine issue 154, the first appearance of Scourge, and that is obviously Rob Liefeld art, right? Yeah,
Looks like it.
100%. Can spot that a mile away. All right, let me prep some things.
God McCloud is taking F. Avengers Children's Crusade.
Ooh, nice. Good. Love to see it. Great deal.
Would you do 15 for that Cap and Deathlock set that you had up?
The newsstand Deathlock?
Yes.
It's at 20. 15 is fair. Sure.
All right. Would you do D and I together?
Ooh, I love these.
For 25. Comes out to 20. 32, yeah.
32, 25.
Couldn't do math for a second.
Yo, it's me, Victor $1 Lewis. Let me feel like I won something. 26. $26. It's sort of a bit. It's sort of not. It just is what it is. All right. Back to pulling the things that I was trying to pull. Some of these I don't quite know why they are what they are.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, Dan Grant says 26 for D and I together.
Yeah.
Works.
Love to see it. Thank you very much. As always, I appreciate your business and general interest in comic books. All right, we've sold enough cheap stuff. Let's get back down into real business. I have Daredevil issues 37 and 38. Daredevil versus Dr. Doom. 37 is fine to very fine. 38 is very good. Both of these together are going to be $125. 2 issues of classic Daredevil. Another throwdown. I was going to replace the Cap with this. It's like a special treat. But hey, there's no love for that Daredevil versus Cap. So we're going straight to Victor Von motherfucking Doom. And
which is fitting because Rick Walker just said Victor Von Doom with the Dollar Wars.
That's me. Yes. Yo, I'm the ruler of Buckvaria. That is what I do.
I got another offer for you, or another combo for you.
Oh, okay.
I guess it isn't a combo.
I will put this big ticket item down and we'll talk about this.
So I led you on. I'm sorry. But would you do E for 3? You have it at 6. And then G for 5. You have it at 8.
Is this from the same person?
It is the same person.
Okay, so this is 3.
Yes.
5. $8 total. I will do these together for 10.
All right. Edward, let us know if you'll do 10 for the 2 of them.
Yeah. 2 what ifs, $10. That makes a lot of sense to me, and that is a significant number of dollars off.
Yeah.
While that is ruminated upon, why don't we talk about infamous Iron Man #1, this sweet variant cover hanging out here. This boy right here is in near mint condition.
That's sick.
It is extremely sick. That cover is incredible.
Yeah. I found those in one of the boxes last week and brought them straight to Tardy. I was like, you probably want these.
And over here on the other end of the spectrum from Iron Man Dr. Doom is the Muppets Take Manhattan 1 through 3, the first appearance of the Muppet Babies.
Yes.
Because if there's one thing that I love, it's Dr. Doom having the equipment to take over the known universe and also Muppet Babies on the same shelf. It's a good thing I put this in the freezer, because otherwise this beer would not still be cold.
Marcario's going to take that Iron Man on layaway.
Yeah, wonderful. Congratulations. You retrieved the best condition copy of this that we have. However, I have another copy in slightly not as great condition. That was near mint. This is near mint minus, so we knocked off a lot of dollars. $125 for this. Still good, still near mint. That's important. Still near mint. It's not like I'm selling you garbage. It's just, it's a little bit not as pristine, so you get money knocked off. Still the same cover, still the same thing. It's still really cool. I feel like I'm apologizing for it, mostly because I just really like that concept, that story, and that art. All right.
It's gorgeous.
Cheeseburger Superman has been up for a hot minute.
Oh no.
I'm a little sad that no one shares my Cheeseburger Superman enthusiasm. Those what ifs are currently being discussed, so I would feel wrong taking them down. This annual is pretty cool.
Well, he has passed on that, but if anybody else wants those 2 what ifs for $10.
Yeah, I mean, those 2 what ifs for $10. The what if Legion killed Magneto, and what if the Age of Apocalypse never ended. 2 X-Men centric what ifs where things go, in one case, catastrophically wrong, and in one case, not quite as wrong as you would think. I'll leave you to decide which is which.
There's definitely some more what ifs in the boxes tonight.
Oh, well, that's cool. I'm going to put this down, and we're going to play with that in a second. And I will hold on to this. I've actually got a comic that I want someone to talk to me about.
David Fitz is going to take those 2 what ifs for 10.
Nice. Good.
Good pickup.
I'm going to replace it with a taste of what is to come. Green Lantern 48 to 50 Emerald Twilight for $60. If you checked your email, you know what's up. You know what's coming. I'm not there yet. I will get there, and you want to be here when it happens. E is also empty, right? Yeah. I want someone to tell me about the Green Team Teen Trillionaires, because I have issues 1 through 8 of that for $12. Which, yeah, I guess it takes the money as a superpower concept to a logical conclusion. I mean, $1 trillion is a truly inconceivable amount of money. So if you had a team made up of trillionaires, it's really not much that you can't accomplish. Each of you is like a nation worth of money in your own right. That's horrifying. Build and do anything.
We got a couple stuff going on.
Yeah, it's popping off.
What is G?
What is G? G is Emerald Twilight from Volume 3, I believe, of Green Lantern. Yeah, issues 48 to 50. This is a story arc that takes place. I mean, are there spoilers for comics that came out so long ago? When Superman died and everybody was mad about it, some really bad stuff happened in the DC universe, and the city where Green Lantern is from / protects got destroyed, and he got so sad that he got mad at the space police bosses that he works for. Just like, why can't I use my ring to resurrect the people I love? And they're like, because that's really wrong and bad. And then he went insane, and Hal Jordan was a villain for quite some time in the DC universe. I hope that's a succinct summary. I'm sure someone is ready to point out flaws, but he just went insane.
Was the grade on those issues on G?
Yeah, I figured somebody would have questions while I was just talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Near mint minus. Near mint minus is what all of these have been graded at, according to our own Jeremy Tarney.
Sweet. And then I got an offer for you.
Sure.
Daredevil on D for 100 for Smiley.
Daredevil on D for 100. Tell you what, Smiley. Yo, you got it. Done.
Jim Tyrant says, isn't G the first appearance of Kyle Rayner?
I don't believe that's the first appearance of Kyle Rayner. Let me check. Ho ho! Got my ass. Yes, it is. The first cameo of Kyle Rayner takes place in Emerald Twilight. Goodness gracious. Got him. I had to check because I had another one set aside that I didn't even realize. Yeah, man. Yo, if you pick that up, I've got some other stuff. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, yo, I feel... Ooh, all right. Green Lantern stuff. So we had the first appearance of your girl, Jessica Cruz, some time ago. This is Cruz's first appearance as a Green Lantern proper. Like, she was doing weird stuff with a power ring that was inhabited by an extra dimensional entity and whatnot. And here she is a Green Lantern. She earned that damn lantern ring.
For real.
This is also the first appearance of introduction of the three Jokers nonsense that would eventually start happening. So that's sort of a twofer.
Yeah.
First, Just Cruz Green Lantern, first three Jokers. In Justice League number 50, The Dark Side War.
I failed to read the rest of Smiley's comment. He said that I have to see if you recognize it. Remember, create better content. Demonstrate results. Learn. Improve. Evolve.
Oh, he's creeping on my LinkedIn. Oh, that's hilarious. I love that. I mean, I don't love it, but hey, we be out here in these streets. I don't make my social media public without being aware of the consequences. Plus, I think my LinkedIn is pretty popping. My resume is clean. It's really nice. I'm very proud of it.
We got a couple offers. G for 45. You have it at 60. That Green Lantern.
45 is awfully low there, partner. I can meet you at 51. $51.
All right, so 51. Let's know if that works for you, Eric. And then on D, would you do 20? You have it at 28 for Joe Ridley.
I can do it for 25.
All right, it's such a good pickup too. And again,
It is
basically a twofer.
And it's somewhat speculative as well. So I would feel wrong letting it go for less than 25.
So Joe, let us know if that works for you. Can you show D up close?
Sure. I can do that. D is in near mint condition. So there's not really going to be any detectable flaws via this Logitech webcam, which might be the same webcam that I have now that I'm looking at it.
Joe's going to take D.
Is he? That's great. I have more than one.
I thought that might be the case.
Yep.
Awesome. So 25 is the standing price. I'll go ahead and hand you this real quick. That's for G. Eric's going to pass on that. What is on E?
E is issues 1 through 8 of DC's The Green Team, Teen Trillionaires, which is a very difficult sentence to say. Green Team, Teen Trillionaires. Yeah.
It's too many T's close together.
It's a lot of T's. It's also a lot of bucks. Apparently, it's just a bunch of kids who have too much money. I don't know. I was hoping somebody in the chat would be able to tell me about it. Like if Jen is still working, Jen might have read it. I don't know.
Dan Grant's going to take a Justice League 50 on D.
Cool. I still have more.
Sweet. Thank you, sir.
Well, SpongeBob has been languishing.
It's been floundering.
It really has been. Let's see. Okay. Let's do some swaps. Let's pull SpongeBob. And let's replace SpongeBob with the 20th issue of Venom, specifically the 2099 variant for $4. Let's replace my beloved Cheeseburger Superman with the 0 issue of Batman The Dark Knight, also for $4. This Iron Man has been here for a second, but I do kind of want to let it keep cooking. So we're going to take this annual off the board and replace it with the Charlton Bullseye comic, issue number 2. Will Captain Catnip land on his feet? I don't know, but you can find out for $5. The Muppet Babies, I'm tempted to let it go, but it has been up less time than the Deathstroke. So the Deathstroke goes and is replaced with the Green Lantern Corps issue 203 in very fine condition, signed by Joe Staton. Hawkman is back, according to this thing down in the corner. But what I need to know is that's a Mickey Mouse hand, right? That's a Mickey Mouse
hand?
hand?
It does look like a Mickey Mouse hand.
Yeah. Yo, y'all have Google. Y'all are finding my LinkedIn. What is this?
Where's the Elseworlds?
H for Mickey Mouse hand. I am so curious about that. I want someone to tell me what it is. I think it's funny that people are just not giving a shit about the Trillionaire super team.
We did get one comment that I was waiting for a break.
Ooh.
James Howard says the Green Team Trillionaires, those darn trust fund babies.
Right? Yeah. I can't think of a team of less sympathetic superheroes. So I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and ditch it. No one cares about rich kids. Least of all me.
Yeah. Joe Ridley was saying about the Justice League 50. He was saying he just messaged the show last week about that book. And
nice.
Here it is. And he said he just ordered the hardcover Dark Side War 2. So yeah, we've got that sitting in our cart for you, Joe.
Heck yeah.
What is there a COA with H?
That's a wonderful question. Let's check. I mean, COAs are not really honored by anybody, and no, there's not. But I would assume that Tarny cross-referenced. I've watched him do that and also been part of the does this look like this handwriting examination of all the listings on eBay. It's like the most broke-ass CSI thing, but it is effective. Like, we really try and not put bullshit things on these shows. So no COA, but I think it probably is real. And that's all that matters. Down here on E, I'm going to put down this Detective Comics issue 860, specifically with this Alex Ross 1 in 10 Batwoman cover. This is the conclusion of the Batwoman origin story, but honestly, it's that cover that's really bringing it home, both price and interest-wise. It's very cool. It's hanging out down here for $75.
Just the folds of the fabric and that cape and everything.
Alex Ross is really good at drawing capes.
Yeah.
Really good.
Smiley Bob says you can print up a COA if you would like. Yeah, checking signatures on eBay and Google will definitely save you from scams.
Oh, Lord. I don't know what this is just doing in that. Oh.
Got me excited.
Okay. All right. This is a big ticket item. It can go away. We'll see it for last looks. It's a very cool cover. We all love it. Oh, man. Issue 49 of the X-Men was just hanging out in that box. This is the first Polaris, it's the first Mesmero, and it's the origin of Beast. And it was hidden behind a busted cover of that Daredevil Captain America that was $10. This was just behind that. I found this live. I found it for you. The first Polaris, the first Mesmero, Beast origin, early X-Men. Goodness gracious. Someone's going to ask condition. I should look at that. Ooh. Cool. Very good. Very good condition, which would explain that price point. That is a hilarious thing to just be happening.
That's one of the books that Tarny found earlier today, and he was just like, what? Because it was one of the boxes that he was saying that had already been gone through. We already have an offer for it.
Yeah.
You have it at $200. Would you do $150 for Dan Grant?
Let me pull this book and take a look. I'll be right back. Okay. All right. Would I do $150 for this?
What issue number is it?
49. I don't have to look it up to know that I probably need to go a little higher than 150. But I'll tell you what, I'm not going to rake you over the coals with this. Give me 170 and we'll call it.
All right.
Yeah. Yo, I'm interested in moving us on along, and I feel like that's a price point that will send both of us home fairly satisfied. All right. Muppet Babies can probably go. I want to keep the green going, so I'm going to put up this Detective Comics issue 377 with the Riddler, the classic, gotcha DC covers from this era. The Riddler has
yes.
arrested Batman. You must read the comic to figure out why. Will it actually be about that? Who knows? We'll find out. But the Riddler's green. He's even green in the super serious Batman movie that came out.
Yeah.
Crucial part of the character. The Mickey Mouse glove Green Lantern is still getting me a little bit. This Charlton Comics.
That's probably what I would say, yeah.
Yeah. I can probably drop the Charlton in favor of. I mean, I've got some really cool Batman stuff.
Yeah. And Dan Grant, just let us know if 170 works for you.
I've got Batman number 197 with Batgirl and a green-clad Catwoman. C for Catwoman, hanging out. And
James Howard says, damn, Riddler's been working out.
Right?
Yeah.
He's super buff here for some reason. It's insane. Look at those pecs. You can kind of see it past the sticker. It's
For
nuts.
real.
That's an excellent catch there. I don't know if I would have the resolution on my computer to clock that. Tell you what, since I'm doing a lot of Batman, I'll leave the Venom for $4 and I'll take the Zero issue down to put up the Batman issue 276, The Haunting of the Spook horror Batman issue. When, this was a part of this. It's green. We're doing it. We're still doing it.
And we've officially entered our final hour.
Ooh, that means it's almost time to really pull some stuff out. Let's see. Venom can go.
What is the grade on F? VG.
I know that someone saw that I just pulled important things. So let's do it quickly. We'll take Venom down. And congratulations. Welcome to the final hour. Removed from the bag, we have the Immortal Hulk number 1, the Al Ewing Hulk, with this lovely early Hulk cover homage. I'm going to take this off just to try and get a much better picture of this. CGC graded, slabbed at a 9.8. No wait times, no turnarounds. You don't got to worry about it. It's right here at $160. And those turnaround times are serious right now.
Do you know if Tarny pressed F today? I don't think so, because he just found it.
I doubt it.
Yeah, so I mean, it can be cleaned and pressed.
I mean, I can tell you right now, this was not pressed.
Okay.
So this totally can be cleaned and pressed.
Sweet. I got a couple questions. What is on B? It's got a bit of a glare, so.
Oh, that's fine. Immortal Hulk number 1, graded at a 9.8. Al Ewing story and a cover homage to Hulk 105, I think. Someone fact check me on that.
And then, what is the condition of that Batman on C?
The condition of the Batman on C would be good. And honestly, good minus, if we're being clear. But it is an early Batman issue, 197, featuring Catwoman and Batgirl. The $40 is not terrible, but if you want to make me an offer, we can talk about it.
Yeah. All caught up for now?
All caught up for now. Excellent. Wonderful. Let's see. I'm really going heavy on the Batman, so I kind of need to change that up a little bit with this Astro. Oh, wow. Is this the first one? It is. That's cool. I'm going to swap out this Justice League for the first issue of Astro City at Very Fine Plus. R.I.P. Cruz, Green Lantern, Justice League. I can move on along. Swap out the Mickey Mouse Green Lantern for another Green Lantern, a much older Green Lantern, issue 74 of Green Lantern, no less, in very good to fine condition at a cool $18. I'm shocked that nobody pulled up the Mickey Mouse thing for me.
I know. We had an offer on that slab.
Again?
If you do 90, you have it at 160.
Absolutely not. I would not do 90 on this at all. feel like that was a little dismissive. I am sorry. Let me organize my back end a little bit here. Okay.
What is the number for Green Lantern on H?
The number for Green Lantern on H is Green Lantern number 74.
All right. We haven't heard from Dan about that X-Men in a minute, so Smiley's 170 works for him. We'll pass the X-Men on F to Smiley Bob.
Okay.
Dan has a follow-up offer. Would you do 115? You have it at 160?
For the slab?
Yeah.
Again, no. I'm not even sure that I can discount slabs. They're pretty fixed. There's the whole like data-driven marketplace for them. I mean, this is only my second show, dog. I knocked $10 off the first one. I can do that again for consistency's sake. I can do this for 150, and that's as low as I can go.
And would you do Batman on C for 25? You have it at 40.
For 25? In good minus condition, 25 is a hell of a discount from 40. But I feel like I'm down for it. I feel like I'm down for 25. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right.
We can cut some deals. Some deals. Not deals on slabs, but those kind of deals we can definitely do. Tell you what, at a little bit more affordable of a price point, we do have, I mean, it was pointed out earlier, but I have the first cameo and the first full Kyle Rayner appearance for Green Lantern here. I'm going to slot down for $28. This would be Green Lantern 50 and 51. Hal Jordan going full psycho mode and Kyle Rayner with his comic book costume. Hang that out on F. That's what I'm going to do. And with greens, C, Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing number 1, the second printing red variant for a cool $12. Something that is sought after. We've talked about it on this show before.
Yeah, I'm looking up the Mortal Hulk right now. So far, our lowest price I see on eBay is $194.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. All right, I'm going to swap out this Batwoman down here for a Batman trade paperback that is honestly kind of insane. The Batman Crimson Mist trade paperback from 1999. The conclusion of like the Dracula Batman becomes a vampire 3-act story. It's a successful Elseworld story. I don't know. If you know, you know. I don't really have to pitch it to you. It gets really insane. I can talk about that if you want, but honestly, that's just chewing air. The reason this is $60 is because this is from 1999 and it is brand new in shrink wrap packaging. Jeez. This is something that is out of print. Honestly, it's weird that it's still in shrink wrap. That's why it's $60. Never been touched, never been opened. Literally pristine condition, new, brand new trade paperback from 1999. And the conclusion of an Elseworld story, E for Elseworlds. All right. We're looking pretty pricey right now.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to knock that down a little.
The Swamp Thing comes back on the 29th. So yeah, it's coming back pretty soon.
Oh, heck yeah.
I'm pretty stoked for that. Ron V's Swamp Thing.
Dude, I'm a big Swamp Thing person in general. All right. let's swap some things out for some less expensive things. Astro City's been here for a second. We're going to replace it with this Undercover with the Justice League issue number 16. Undercover with the Justice League International, excuse me. His name is Wayne. Bruce Wayne. Obvious James Bond pastiche hanging out there. And we're going to replace... not Jack Riddler. Jack Riddler can stay. The $51 set has been here for a while. We can ditch that for Superman trying to convince people desperately that he is Clark Kent by putting on his glasses. I think that is very funny.
That's great.
Something else that was in our St. Patrick's Day box was the Guild. I suspect that it's just because Felicia Day is a redhead, so we're going to replace this because it's not Jack Riddler. This Guild trade paperback hanging out here. Knights of Good. I don't know. If you watch the Guild, I'll watch the Guild. It's worth your time. It feels so long ago when that show was coming out.
I know.
All right. Other things that need to be swapped, probably the old Green Lantern.
Yeah, the Green Lantern's been up there for a minute.
It has been up there for a minute. Why don't we do some sets? You know I love sets. So Alan Moore in the 80s wrote a screenplay, and that screenplay never went anywhere. He just did a bunch of cocaine and wrote a screenplay that was sort of an adaptation of Beauty and the Beast. And then in the 2000s, it got made into a comic book. This is 1 through 10, the full set of Fashion Beast. It is a Beauty and the Beast retelling where things get really, really weird. Hey, if you want to check it out, no spoilers here for you, man. I may or may not have gotten lost in a rabbit hole for this show about that sort of thing.
It's Alan Moore. So
it's Alan Moore. It's aggressively strange. It's right. Beauty and the Beast via Cruella de Vil.
Did you do G for 2? You have it at 4 for James Howard?
Sure, done.
What is on F?
What is on F is issues 50 and 51 of Green Lantern, the first cameo and first appearance of Kyle Rayner. You can see Hal Jordan going insane, Kyle Rayner taking over the mantle.
So that parallax.
Yeah, that full parallax thing. And G, speaking of Green Lantern, I feel like Marvel and DC love doing knockoffs of each other. The Marvel knockoff of Green Lantern is Dr. Spectrum. This would be from the Max era of Marvel Comics, so it is parental advisory warning, explicit content. Dr. Spectrum is wild. I encourage you to give it a little bit of a Google. It is the classic, oh, you have a Green Lantern? Our guy has a ring that does all the colors, and that's what Dr. Spectrum is. He makes constructs, he flies through space, but there are some significant drawbacks to his particular power ring that I suppose Marvel thought made it a more compelling character, and then not exactly wrong. Him and Squadron Supreme and Squadron Sinister faced off a lot, and some good and some bad things happened to him and the teams that he is on. What time is it, Dan?
9:12.
9:12? All right. I feel like it's time.
It is time.
It is time. It's time to do something.
I like it. Would you do H for 20? You have it at 22.
Absolutely. Done. I love selling full sets.
Yeah, let us know what it is.
And now,
like.
H.
I'm curious.
H is for our biggest, dopest item of the night. H is for Hal Jordan, because for $540, I have issues 1 through 181 of Green Lantern. The complete Volume 3, including annuals, one-shots, crossovers, all of Mosaic. Go on eBay and look up Green Lantern Mosaic right now. That is included in this giant box. Let me show you this. Let me show you what this is. This is not a short box special. This is a long box special. This is it. This is it. This is the Green Lantern that you've been waiting for. It was in the previews, but you weren't told what it was. I have from like roughly 1990 something to 2000, Volume 3 of Green Lantern, all the way through 181. This includes the Emerald Twilight, Emerald Dawn, the destruction of, is it Coast? It is Coast City. Yeah. Hal becoming a villain / Parallax, Kyle Rayner Ascendant. All the lanterns are here. The development of the core, All sorts of crazy things are happening in this complete run available to you right here. H for how? What's my price again? $540. I know that you probably want a second to make sure that this is worth your time. Go ahead and search eBay. Go ahead and do the thing. I'm not worried about it. This is absolutely nuts. I'm just flipping through it now, looking for like cool covers. Yeah, we got Emerald Dawn up in here. All of it. Emerald Dawn 2. The Green Lantern Annual Bloodlines. Green Lantern Gallery. Lord. Ganthet's Tale is in here. Green Lantern crossovers with the Ray. Green Lantern crossovers with Green Arrow. Green Lantern Secret Files and Origins. Legend of the Green Flame by Neil Gaiman. What? Woo! Let's go. Oh, yeah, and here's Mosaic. I was talking about Mosaic earlier, but, like, it's important to actually highlight Mosaic. Oh, the first issue cover is so sick.
Jeez.
Yeah,
it's gorgeous.
It's really cool.
We did sell the Swamp Thing earlier in the show. We do have, like Smiley says, it is $8 shipping.
Yo, look at Jon Stewart fighting the Ku Klux Klan. Yeah, dude.
On a construct horse.
It's so dope. Also, John, you are an engineer. How did you make a horse? It's
a very efficient horse.
It's a very efficient horse. That's a Rainer construct if I've ever seen one. I feel like Hal would just make like a square that he flies on. Yep, and this stretches all the way to the final night. This is so much Green Lantern. Again, not a short box special, a long box special. Look at it. And despair. Goodness. You know, Dan, I have a serious logistical question.
Okay.
Is shipping for that still $8?
Absolutely. For better or worse.
For better or for worse. Ooh. I'm not saying it would be dope if you came and picked it up somewhere, but I mean, hey, it's none of my business.
Yeah. I was actually just scrolling through pictures on my phone the other day and came across an order that I had I packed for Smiley months, probably it was definitely last year. It was months ago. And it was like 3 or 4 double wides and then like in another box or two. Like, this is going to be another one of those situations.
When it comes to flat rate, we definitely win some and we lose some.
Oh, yeah, we were for real going to be losing shipping, shipping on this one. Is G is a set, 1 through 6, right? 6?
Yes, 1 through 6 of Dr. Spectrum, the Max publication of it. There are different iterations of Dr. Spectrum.
Probably not any Star Wars. We just had the Boba Fett special not too long ago, and then we're kind of in between specials because we got that Revenge of the Fifth coming up.
Oh, that's right, we do.
Yeah. So there might be some sprinkled in there, but a lot of those are being hoarded currently. Would you do G for 7? You have a 12, the Dr. Spectrum.
I do it for 8. That's just for clean numbers. That's not for dollar purposes. Don't get it twisted.
Thanks. Edward, let us know if 8 works for you.
Tell you what, I got a 1 in 25 strange number 1 that I would like to put up in place of the guild.
I don't think it was that order, Smiley, but it was definitely a comparable size. All right, Edward says 8 works. And then we've got a combo offer. Next one down, G.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
James Howard asks, would you do the Green Lantern 48 that you've taken down? Which I don't remember what we had that out off the top of my head, but do that with Green Lantern on F together for 60.
The Green Lantern 48. Oh, the 48 set.
Yes.
Okay. So the 48 set, we have it at 51. What's the other thing he's looking at?
F for 28.
And what's his total?
His total is 60. So you're looking at 79.
60. I mean, I want to say 69, but that's not enough of a deal for me. 60. $65. $65. $65, you take it home.
All right. Get back. James, let us know if is it 65?
Yes.
All right. Let us know. Yeah, it's a set. What issues were in that set? We need a second.
The set is the full Emerald Twilight, 48 to 50.
Right. So yeah, 48 to 50. We still have that second Infamous Iron Man up. Correct? It didn't sell.
We do.
Yeah, John, that's still available. Let us know if you want that. And then what is on E and I? We need a second.
E is the Batman Crimson Mist Elseworld story. You'll be wondering why this trade paperback is $60. It is because it is from 1999 and it is shrink wrapped and brand new. Never been opened, never been read. The final installment of the 3-part Batman Becomes a Vampire series. In the first installment, he fights Dracula. He becomes tragically a vampire in the end. In the second installment, he deals with being a vampire and kind of low-key starts killing people. And then in this third one, after being staked at the end of the second one, he is unstaked to deal with a crime spree in Gotham, and things go sideways so fast it's unbelievable.
Unstaked.
Hey, depending on where vampires are/work. I don't know. I feel like I just spoiled a lot of things, but I didn't spoil Crimson Mist, and that's what's important.
All right, and then F is 50, 51.
F is me knocking stuff over. But yeah, I believe it is 50 and 51 because it's the finale and then it's the introduction of Kyle. In the meantime, I'm going to drop this 1 in 100 Nick Bradshaw Virgin cover of Silver Surfer. Goodness gracious. That cover is absolutely insane. And that is the Silver Surfer Black, I believe?
Yes, that is.
Okay, cool. I didn't want to be wrong about that. Oh, nice. I like selling weird stuff. I love weird stuff.
This stuff is pretty fantastic. You support weird stuff.
We're going to swap some stuff out. We're just hanging out. Don't forget, this is not a $540 comic. This is a long box of comics. I really want to draw attention to that. Don't look at this and be like, wow, that's a very expensive comic. No, this is well over 181 comics. It's not just 1 through 181. It is more arcs, crossovers, annuals, one-shots, a whole bunch of stuff. The Volume 3 Green Lantern, just about as complete as you are ever going to find it. We're going to swap out this Swamp Thing up here for this Batman 666, the first Professor Pig, the first appearance of Damian as Batman with that like crazy trench coat costume when he's using guns and whatnot.
James Howard is going to do just that first set, the 48, 48 through 50.
The complete Emerald Twilight?
I believe those will be, I think those will be the other ones. He's going to go ahead and do that one for, what are we at, 51?
51.
Yeah, he's going to pick that one up.
Okay, deal. I'm going to keep...
And Weird says, if he's unstaked, does that make him a burger?
Ew, ground bat. Delicious. Like I said, we're doing weird stuff. I feel kind of weird opening this up, but I kind of want to do it. So this says $15. And it says this is a 28 by 56 Batman poster by Kelly Jones made as a Nightfall promo.
That sounds awesome.
So let's unfold this and take a look at it. Woo!
Oh, shoot.
Oh.
That's sick.
I'm not going to unfold it anymore because creases.
Can you hold it down slightly? Yeah, that'll probably be better.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's amazing.
Okay, I'm going to very gently fold this back up gingerly even. And I'm going to put this Batman poster by Kelly Jones, this Nightfall promo found in storefronts, down here replacing Crimson Mist. He has been staked once again. I haven't done... Ooh, okay. Last call for the slab. RIP the Immortal Hulk #1.
Yeah, $30 below the cheapest price on eBay.
Yeah, that's the best that I can do for it. So that's just going to go on into the wild blue yonder. We'll see it later, probably. I'm going to replace it with a blank variant cover of Batman 66 #23, coming in at a $50 cover price. That's a little bit too expensive for you to want me to doodle on it, but you know that I will if you ask me to. This is a poster. Let me just remind you, that's not a blank variant. That is a whole ass poster. It's just about time for Jack Riddler to find himself a new home. So why don't we try and find something cool?
James Howard says that poster is sexy.
It's very cool. I like it a lot.
Yeah, that was a lot more, like, that was a lot sicker than I thought it was going to be.
I honestly wasn't expecting the Azrael.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got the True Believers edition of Spider-Gwen issue #1 that will be replacing Jack Riddler here on I. Let's find ourselves something else cool. We've got that first Damian Wayne as Batman. If you know, you know. So why don't we put up Batman The Return, this one shot that is the first appearance of Leviathan in place of James Bond Bruce Wayne. Man, we're going with Batman heavy. I got to rebalance those weights. Well, I feel like it has been Green Lantern heavy throughout the evening, so it's not that bad. Gross.
I like it.
Yeah, I've got a Swamp Thing issue 43 with yams growing out the back of Swamp Thing.
Oh, shit. What?
That someone is just picking off.
James Howard, here's some of the cheaper Swamp Thing for you.
Hey, if you want some cheap Swamp Thing, I can dig up some other stuff. I did run across a little Swamp Thing pocket, if you're curious about that.
He did ask for some earlier, and then Ed Weird always down for some horror. This is, it's right up that alley too. Kind of like that gothic romance sort of, a little bit darker horror.
Man, if you want some Swamp Thing, I've got it for you.
Also, Ed Weird, if you're again looking for like horror and superheroes, don't forget about that Blackest Night trade we had up earlier. Kyle Mears says, swamp yams.
Swamp yams.
Look at the yams on him.
He got the yams. The yams is the power of the bee, and everybody knows it. I've got this Detective Comics 626 that honestly is a striking cover.
That's
goodness
gorgeous.
gracious, that's fantastic. That's on like the Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man John Byrne cover for me. That's
amazing.
Beautiful. This is the first appearance of the second Electrocutioner, which is how I learned that Electrocutioner is not just in Arkham Origins. That is how I learned that. Because he is 100% a joke in that game.
Yeah. I love how they use the full background cover, though, on that book. That's awesome.
It's so sick.
Would you do 35 on C? You have it at 60 for John Roth.
I would do 42 on C, is what I would do.
All right, John, let us know if 42 works for you.
Right. I'm leaving this setup. This set is not going anywhere except H. H is where it lives. Volume 3 of Green Lantern, $540. A full long box. Do I have to pick the long box up again?
There, just for some perspective too, the third series of Green Lantern 0 through 181.
Yeah. I will put down on G another cheap Swamp Thing. What issue is this? We got cave people trying to set him on fire as wild. Issue 48. Also cheap, affordable Swamp Thing. If you bite on that particular bait, I got some more for you, buddy.
Would you do Edweird? Would you do Swamp Yams for 4 for Edweird? You have it at 6.
Edweird can have Swamp Yams for 4.
42 works on C. I said thanks. They've been looking for this one, so yeah, we're glad we were able to get that book to you.
The 666?
Yep.
I did the same thing. I was like hunting in the back stacks of Ultimate Comics when I was a young warthog trying to find that issue.
Would you do Swamp Thing on G for 6? You have it at 8 for James Howard.
I would indeed. I'm going to replace it with this 100-page DC Detective Comics number 404 Spectacular for $8 in good, very good condition, where Bruce is just straight up shooting. That looks like Talia, but I can't be 100% sure. But it looks like Talia.
Either way.
Well, good. Now I've got some slots to fill.
Would you do I for 4? You have it at 8 for Eddie Page.
$5 for that.
All right, Eddie, let us know if 5 works. And yeah, I mean, Spider Web's super hot right now too.
Oh yeah, and the True Believers edition or not.
Eddie says 5 works, and William Foxworth is taking Detective on G.
Nice. All right, let me go ahead and pull those then. 5 and Detective on G. Nice. Okay. Let me get back to some other cool stuff.
And we're in our final half hour.
Excellent. We'll probably start doing last looks in like 15 minutes then.
Would you do B for 38? You have it at 50 for that Batman 66 blank cover.
38?
38.
Let me look at this Batman while I think on it. 38 for the Batman 66. I'll do 40. I'll do 40 for it.
All right. So,
still a heavy markdown. Folks do love blank covers. 66 is still going on. There's still opportunities to get it sketched, signed, and certified. I don't want to mark it down too much. I do want to put down Batman Detective Comics 596 with Batman being completely just tied up by these film reels. I love the 70s Batsuit quite a bit. This 617 Detective Comics with this Harlequin Joker and this corrupt arcane symbols and this weird Batman. I don't know.
I love that cover.
Just a hell of a cover. I'm going to go ahead and slap that down.
That was one of those books that was just kind of in the to be slotted section at Ultimate. I was like, I'm just getting this.
I feel like there's always somebody that like wants G.I. Joe style stuff. So down here on I, we're going to have the first appearance of Lady Jane, the first appearance of Blowtorch, and the first appearance of Zipcord in the G.I. Joe comic book.
Gene says 40 works on that Batman 66.
Excellent. I have more than one.
Oh, sweet.
So now they're marked down.
Give me 1 second. I get you that sticky note.
That's cool. I've got to find more comics anyway, man.
Sweet. Even better. Since I'm already over here, I'll give this to you. It's the share price for later.
Oh, nice. Excellent.
Oh, you already gave me one. Oops.
Yep.
Let me not steal from
I've got the Justice League of America issue 53. Having their super weapons stolen was bad enough, but being attacked by them was sheer disaster. It looks like every member of the Justice League is just being gotcha'd by their own weapons.
That sounds awesome.
It sounds kind of crazy. Down here, we saw it earlier, but this is another version. The Daredevil 43, the Cap versus Daredevil. This one is way cheaper than the other one, and I'll tell you why, because there is a coupon cut out of the front cover. Everything else is unaffected. It's just someone really wanted to send off for like X-ray specs or something, and I'm going to replace the poster, honestly, the Azrael poster. Don't forget about this poster. If you're interested at all, bring it back up. We've been seeing that tonight anyway, so I'm fine with it. If you want to talk about the Azrael poster, we certainly can.
Would you do F for 2, that detective, with like the tarot card looking stuff on it, for Ed Weird?
F for 2? I would, sure.
Sweet. Any of the DC promotional books? Are you talking about the Direct Currents, John Thurber? I know we have some somewhere. I don't know if they're still in the boxes, but yeah, let us know if it's the Direct Currents that you're talking about.
I don't know if it qualifies as like exactly what you're looking for, but I mean, this is certainly that sort of like advertising sort of book from 97, the like Batman Secret Files origin story, like just advertisements for a bunch of stuff that's going to be popping off soon. I don't know.
Yeah.
If this might be the sort of thing that you're interested in, we can pop this on down here on F, and I can replace this up here with this first edition, first print Shadow of the Bat trade paperback here on D for a cool $24. We do love out of print, hard to find things.
If you happen to see, I think in the far box there might still be some Direct Currents. They'll basically look like that poster. If not, John, I'm almost positive I know where some are at our ship station, and I can message you what we have.
Oh, these. Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, I know exactly what these are.
Yeah, those things are awesome.
Okay, cool. I'm kind of lacking for space, and if someone is specifically asking for them, I can tell you what we have. I have the World of Krypton #3 poster. I have the All-Star Comics #74 Staten poster, and I have the Star Hunters #7 Buckler cover here on Direct Currents from July 1978. Prices respectively for those 2015 and 15. World of Krypton, All-Star Comics, and Star Hunters. Direct Currents. Thank you for pointing them out.
Yeah. Would you do G.I. Joe on I for 13? You have it at 18 for Franz.
I sure would.
Would you do G for 20? You have it at 24 for Randy.
I sure would.
Sweet.
Why don't we do something cool? Batman and Robin, issue 402, the second appearance of Man-Bat, and the first appearance of Langstrom's wife, who would eventually become She-Bat. She-Man-Bat? Second appearance of Man-Bat, first appearance of Langstrom's wife.
What is the condition on E? That Daredevil with the cutout?
Yeah, that has a coupon cut out of the cover. It's the Daredevil 43, like fair to good, because that coupon is missing, but otherwise it's kind of okay.
Would you do 10 on it? You have it at 16?
Yeah, I would. I mean, someone sent off for X-ray specs, my dude.
Yeah. And then you have the Direct Currents for All-Star. Was it one of the ones that you said?
I do. All-Star Comics #74, the Staten poster.
Yeah. John said he'll pick up that.
Cool. Done.
And would you do... never mind. It's not... Yeah, we got you for that, Randy. Sorry. The Justice League for 20.
Yep. I've got this Scooby-Doo team-up issue #5 featuring Wonder Woman. Plop that down, near mint for a cool $50.
James Howard says, I hope those X-ray specs were worth it.
I know, right? Kind of hurts my feelings a little bit, but I understand. Ooh, that's really cool. I've got a Batman #15 from the New 52, The Death of the Family 1 in 100 cover from Greg Capullo that I'll be replacing the Batman blank cover with. Got the 4th issue of Superman, Son of Kal-El $25 for this really neat variant cover of it. I like that DC started doing like the premium covers. I know that it's a little tiny bit of a cash grab, but it really does open the door up for all sorts of amazing artwork.
Oh, yeah. No worries, Steven. We're just glad you're able to stop by. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you as well.
Happy St. Patrick's Day to one and all. Lord knows I've been having a good time. Here we go. More striking Batman covers. Batman 431. Batman 431 with this hanging off a tree upside down cover for $8. Going to replace this guy. Oop.
About 5 minutes until last looks.
Okay. Do my best just to keep it rolling.
John Penta's going to take Batman on A.
That's cool. I would love to replace it with Weird War Tales number 24. This crazy Grim Reaper soldier skeleton ass cover. That is wild. All right.
Yeah.
Green Lantern set. Long box special. Look.
No offers.
No offers.
And layaway is available as well.
Tarney's gonna fucking kill me. $500. New starting price. $40 slashed immediately. Welcome to Crazy Vic's House of Deals. We're close to last looks. This is a whole ass long box that I want to ship to you for $8. Volume 3 of Green Lantern. Kyle Rayner, John Stewart, Hal, Parallax, Guardians falling apart, Earth getting screwed over time and time again.
You said 500, right?
I did
Okay.
say 500. We're taking 40 straight off the top.
Just wanted to make sure before I put that on camera.
And while you think about the things that I'm doing here, we're going to keep putting up some of the other stuff.
What Batman is on B and what's the grade?
The Batman that's on B is the 1 in 100 Greg Capullo variant for the Batman Death of the Family. It's the 15th issue of the new 52 Batman. But yeah, it's $40 in near mid, very fine condition.
Is there any Guy Gardner in the box still?
Not that I'm going to dig for right now.
That's fair.
Unfortunately. What I do have is the first appearance of Jubilee that I'm going to put right up here with this Uncanny X-Men 244. First appearance of Jubilee. I feel like we're moving a lot faster now. I'm just trying to get like the cool sought after things up on the block before we formally run out of time.
That is fair.
I think it's funny that for this, it says Airboy number 5, and it is priced at $45. And the note for it says iconic Dave Stevens cover. I wonder if it's iconic or just because there's like a good amount of exposed cleavage. Either way, that's up to you.
Yeah, put the Green Lantern set up on layaway. It's just, you have 6 months to pay it off. You got your 10% down payment and then 15% a month.
While you think about that layaway on the Green Lantern, I think it's probably a good time to talk about our share prize, which does have a winner from someone that's been sharing it. Is Suresh still in the chat?
I'll give him a minute.
Suresh, if you're still in the chat, this is yours, baby. 100% you are taking home this share prize.
Congratulations. It's an awesome cover.
Yeah,
sure.
Congratulations
I
all
was
around.
super stoked when I found that one. I was like, I wanted someone green that was not like the Hulk, because we always do the Hulk.
Yeah,
he's here.
Nice. Congratulations, man. And is Ed still in the chat? Because if Ed is still in the chat, I have something that I ran across that I forgot about until just now. I'll tell you what, we're going to replace this Batman, because press F to pay respects for this Saw Rebirth comic. Talk about horror comics and things that are not necessarily easy to find. I feel like the target audience for Saw and comic readers is not necessarily overlap, so that is something that is about as hard to find as those damn Nightmare on Elm Street comics.
Oh, those are real tough.
Yeah. I feel like I want to take the share price off the board since we know that it's gone.
Yeah, that's probably
Yeah,
fair.
this is owned now. It's over.
James Howard says he thinks Adam Hughes and others have spoofed that Airboy cover.
That seems like something that Adam Hughes would be really down to draw.
But yeah, that seems believable.
All right, the last of my comedically huge beer is gone. Is it just about time for last looks?
It is exactly time for last looks.
All right.
Are there any spine ticks on B, that Batman?
Are there any spine ticks on B? Let's take a look. Really, really minor. And even then, there's only 3 of them that are visible / color breaking.
That Airboy is number 5.
But I do want to be safe, and I do want to say that it's in near mint very fine. Is where I'm living with that. I'm not here to steer you wrong. Before I kick off last looks proper, where I'm just going through this box, I feel like it just makes sense to start off last looks with some of the bigger ticket items. So we're going to ditch Weird War Tales over here for the Virgin and Logo set of the double exposure 3D Hulk covers. We're talking about the Batman, so I'll ditch the Jubilee. I'll ditch the Jubilee for the 9.8 CGC slab of Immortal Hulk number 1. And I will put another slab right next to it, the Green Lantern 25. We're talking about Airboy, so maybe not right next to it. Actually, yeah, we're just talking about the art. We're not talking about buying it. The Green Lantern 25, first appearance of Atrocitus, Larfleeze, the various Spectrum Lantern Corps. Goodness gracious. Just a bunch of big ticket items hanging out, doing their stuff. Going to replace this with the Silver Surfer Black Virgin cover. Also another fairly big ticket item, but it is what it is. We already talked about this Batman. I feel like I should start more at the beginning of the evening. Oh, nice. Yeah, the most Irish comic of all time. It's back. You forgot about it? The Fighting Prince of Donegal right here. Walt Disney Presents for $5. I'm going to go ahead. Well, Saw just got here. This Batman can go. I'm going to put down this Blackest Night trade paperback for just $10. I'm going to leave this Green Lantern up. We have already discounted it. $500.
Yeah.
More than 0 to 181. Come on.
Full long box.
Full long box? You don't want a full long box of Green Lantern?
Would you do G, the most Irish comic of the night, for 2?
You
have it at 5?
bet your ass. Take home the Irish clans uniting in a mighty clash for freedom.
While you're there, John Katniss is going to take Blackest Night on I.
Cool. That's what Last Looks is for. I'm glad you picked it up.
I was surprised it sat for so long.
I feel like someone's going to swoop in right as we're ending and be like, no, wait, I want that long box. We've got the Tales of the Green Lantern Corps, issues 1 through 3 for a cool 42. Got that Star Trek Green Lantern crossover Spectrum War. I will be putting here. I've got that Rebirth Poison Ivy variant cover that will be replacing Saw. And from here, I'm just going to start going across the board. I feel like we have suitably refreshed it. So let's get cooking. Incredible Hulk issue 400 with all the crazy laser light show stuff going on.
And Weird says only if we lift that full long box on our way up to Detroit City Comic Con.
Hey, so you speak it into existence. Batman Eternal #1. The Green Lantern set, the A and B covers of issue 100 featuring Hal Jordan and Kyle Rayner. Skip past those. The Gotham Academy trade paperback set. Trade paperbacks 1 through 3 of Gotham Academy for $25.
I'm shocked that didn't sell too. That and the Bombshells.
I mean, yeah, Bombshells is coming back. I'll tell you what, I'll go ahead and put Bombshells up. It'll clear me up some space in the box. Bombshells trade paperbacks 1 through 4 for $60.
We've already taken C down to 12, so 12 is kind of the standing offer now.
Yeah, agreed. The Daredevil 43 without the coupon cutout. Yo, I'm curious what that coupon is. Are you curious what that coupon is?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious.
Okay, all right. We're going to take a second to see what this coupon is.
What was worth it?
I am not making this up. Okay?
Okay.
It is for real. X-ray specs. That was 100% a joke. Scientific wonder. It can't be true, but look for yourself. X-ray glasses. Greatest illusion of the century. Apparently see bones through skin, see through clothes, etc. Girls will never trust you with these. And that's enough of that. All right. It was literally X-ray specs. It was literally X-ray specs this whole time. Daredevil issue 43. Daredevil versus Cap in fine condition for a cool $100. That is probably one of the funniest coincidences I have ever personally experienced. Hey, guess what?
We got an offer on Bombshells.
Did we really?
Would you do all 4 of those volumes for $30? You have it at $60.
This is last looks, baby. You bet I would.
All right, shoot. That's a hell of a deal.
It's a hell of a deal.
That's that we made Jen sad earlier because it didn't sell deal.
Yo, at this point, I just want someone to read it for Jen. Read Bombshells and enjoy it. I've got the first appearance of the God Council and Odin's backstory for $4. Not all the last looks are insanely pricey books. Sometimes they're just cool books.
Joey Terrazas taking Daredevil on F. Oh, well, yeah, if he's still claiming it outright, Bob, we gotta do with the outright claim. So,
all right, just let me know what ends up cooking with that.
It's been claimed.
It's been claimed?
Yeah.
We're done? Okay. Here you go. I hope you send off for your X-ray specs. I hope they arrive.
Oh, no.
I'm going to bring that SpongeBob #6 back just because that's a collector's item and I feel like everybody knows it. I'm also going to put down the Cheeseburger Superman just for my own personal edification. We're going to leave Green Team in the box because we all just clowned on Green Team for the entire time.
We didn't have any more of the Pounders negative variants tonight. Go ahead and shoot the live show page a message, though. We can check with see what we got in the ship station or at the stores.
I'm going to replace the Hulk up here with this infamous Iron Man Doom variant, crazy cover, 125 near mint minus.
Thank you. John, I think you were the one that asked about that. Still got one available.
We do. We do indeed. First appearance of the Muppet Babies. Muppets Take Manhattan, issues 1 through 3.
James Howard says, okay, I've spent far more money than I planned to this evening. Thank you, Vic and Daniel. Vic, don't be a stranger to the show.
No, absolutely. I will be here when I can. Trust and believe.
And Jen said, yes, finally. And then Eddie said, I did it for Jen.
It's all for Jen.
It's William Wallace sort of cry.
We're going to put down this Detective Comics Batwoman Origin Alex Ross cover for $75 in place of Gotham Academy.
Would you do the Thor on I for 2?
Yes,
You have
I would.
4? All right. Bronze, it's going to you. Sir.
Hey, this is a long box of Green Lantern, in case you forgot that I've said that like 50 billion times. It's a long box of Green Lantern. I feel like the Crimson Mist, somebody was going to take it if they're going to take it. Someone has probably Googled the Jacked Riddler issue by now, the Detective Comics issue 377. So I'm going to put this back up just in case you Google it and you're like, oh, that actually is worth that much money. It turns out they do their research. I'm going to go ahead and put that right there. That Bruce Wayne James Bond can stay in the box. We really need him right now. If you remember the Azrael poster, it's still here.
And it's sick.
If you forgot the Azrael poster / want to see it, I'm going to put it aside and I will happily unfurl it once again. In the meantime, those direct currents, only one person really asked about those. That is most of the last looks that actually really and truly matter. We sold a lot of the higher ticket items this evening, so there's not really anything like, oh man, we should definitely bring this back up. Like, unless you're really hard up for the James Bond, Bruce Wayne, the Guild trade paperback, or this sick ass Detective Comics 626 cover, you know what? You can come back. You can come back in place of, oh, I don't have to put it in place of anything. Here on I. All right. That more or less, including the Azrael, of course. We've talked about our slabs. One more time, the Green Lantern 25 for $280, the Immortal Hulk #1 for $160. These are still here.
We have a request to show the Azrael poster.
Do you? Okay. Would love to show it to you. It is super rad. I will gently unfurl it, treating it like my own son, because the Azrael Batsuit is so nuts. Look at that. Look at that promotional poster. Gorgeous.
So good looking.
It's really cool. Honestly, if you framed this, I don't think anybody would judge you for it. It is also $15. It is a poster by Kelly Jones. Yeah, a promotional Nightfall poster, $15. All right. That.
David Levy's taking Superman on F.
Is that the cheeseburgers?
It is the cheeseburgers.
Yeah, dude, let's go.
Brandon Jackson says that poster is awesome, but I have no wall space.
I have a similar problem. I have these 3 really cool, like, bespoke Godzilla illustrations that I don't have the space for, that I'm going to have to sacrifice something. Might be my Back to the Future poster. We'll see. All right. The real purpose of this last looks. H. I'm going to do this one more time. We have a layaway program. $500, already on sale, already knocked down. The Volume 3 complete collection of Green Lantern. Not just issues 0 through 181, annuals, one-shots, crossovers. The whole shebang in a long box. I have a long box that I want to sell. Let me sell a long box. I don't think it's ever been done. I don't think a long box has been sold. The short box special is ubiquitous enough that...
Yeah, it's not common.
It's not common. I want to do it. But I understand if I don't. It's fine. It's fine. But that is our last looks. I feel like if anybody has any comments, requests, things that you might want to see on the next live show that we can take note of, maybe try and pull out of the stacks in the Indiana Jones warehouse for you, go ahead and toss that in the comments.
You're always welcome again to message the Facebook live show page as well.
For sure, for sure. If you just want to hang out, what time is it? What time is it, Dan?
It is 9:58.
Well, that puts us like 2 minutes shy of the official ending time. So I figure it's probably about time to call it.
Would you do Crimson Mist for 30?
Will I do Crimson Mist for 30? I love that it was remembered that it was here because you remembered it. Yes. Yes, I will.
And I will kind of caveat that Green Lantern set. For layaway, we will have to go back to the was it 540?
Yes.
But absolutely outright $500.
Outright, you get $40 off instantly. I don't know. Other than this, we can talk about how rad the Proto Men were last night. I was at that show in Carborough. It's fantastic. It was a Mega Man themed rock opera. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, I never heard of it until right before this show, and now I'm like, I need to check all of this out.
If you want to talk about jazz, Charlie Hunter is in an organ trio with a dude from Greensboro because Charlie Hunter may or may not live around here now. I mean, if you're in the know, you know about Charlie Hunter. They're playing at Grassroots, and that's probably the only concert this organ trio featuring Charlie Hunter is going to be in. They have an album. That album is absolutely cooking. It is insane how good it is. That's my little jazz piece.
All right.
We talked about the Proto Men. No one's going to buy the Green Lanterns.
Would you do D for 40 out at 75, the Alex Ross detective?
I would do it for 50. 50 is what I would do that for.
That's a good deal. Eric, let us know if 50 works. Which run is the Green Lantern run?
Volume 3.
Volume 3. And
it is 90s to the early 2000s.
Yeah. All of it plus some extra stuff.
Plus some extra stuff, including Mosaic, which Mosaic on its own is like a $60 to $80 comic collection. I like that someone's asking questions. It makes me very optimistic.
What was the price on the Immortal Hulk? Was it $160, I think?
The Immortal Hulk CGC 9.8 slab was, you are correct, $160. Speaking of slabs.
And what issue is Detective?
Green Lantern 25.
D.
What issue is Detective on D?
Yeah. Yes, Mosaic is in that set.
It is in that set. It's extra stuff. 860. Issue 860 on this Detective. Maybe I just hold these up just like Vanna White style. Just while we're here in last looks, just in case you're curious about these slabs. Hey, I would love to sell them to you. They're both green. St. Patrick's Day.
All right, no worries, Eric. If anyone else is interested in picking up that Detective at 50, let us know.
Oh, you're just formally marking it down?
Yeah.
Well, let me see if there's anything else somebody might have remembered, like they remembered the thing. I wish I had more blank covers so I could draw somebody a thing. I've had a lot of fun doing the sketch covers for people.
Brandon, you can always message us, and we can see if Tarney is willing to break up the set if it doesn't sell.
Yeah, that's true. Does somebody just want Mosaic?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Would you do... we can't take an offer on that Hulk slab. It's already $30 below anything on eBay right now.
Yep. I agree with that assessment.
Otherwise?
Yeah, looks like we're winding it down. All right, yo, thanks for tuning in. I had a lot of fun, obviously. I mean, I started off with a giant mug of beer and slowly emptied it throughout the evening. I feel like that is the St. Patrick's Day thing that I was trying to do. We sold a lot of green comics, saw a lot of green stuff. I hope you have an excellent rest of your St. Patty's Day. I'm certainly going to. I don't live too far from here. I've still got a little bit of business to attend to on the celebration fronts. I'll see you next time. Like, I don't know when that's going to be, but it'll probably be pretty soon.
All right, good night.